What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Forsaken Pride, podcast where we talk about men's health, fitness, and just healthy ways to be a better man. And I'm Justin Toon. We got Mike Austin and Vince Morel.
Vince Morel. I'm sorry. Vince McMahon is crazy.
You know you do. Never mind. We have a special guest today. We have none other than Braedon Jenkins.
Yeah.
He's a
clap it up for the man. Clap it up for the man. Yes, sir.
Here we go.
So, do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want us to gas you up real quick?
Yeah.
No, gas that nigga up, bro. Gas that nigga up, bro.
Take your
You know what I'm saying? Let that man get his flowers, man.
So Braedon's a director.
Yeah,
He's an editor.
talk about it.
He's a comedian. He's gone viral plenty of times.
Did it happen?
He's made other motherfuckers go viral.
Music videos.
I did that.
The whole,
No, it's just like
whole shebang. So, welcome to the show, Braedon.
appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate being a part of the show and the podcast. I'm definitely a huge fan, and
Thanks, man. I appreciate you being on here, man.
Yeah.
Literally, like 2 or 3 days ago, bro, I got a random call. Braedon called me. I was like, oh. well. I was like, that's a name I ain't heard in a little while. I was like, what's going on, bro? He was talking about the podcast and everything, talk about, how life has been over the past year. Like going out to Atlanta, shooting documentaries, short film, what he does, you know what I mean? Doing what he does. And giving him his flowers and everything on that, talking about Forsaken Pride, talking about the gym. And then he was like, yo, man, like at some point, let me get on an episode. Let me come on there and speak my truth and, lay it all out. And I was like, well, shit, bro, we doing something in like 2 days, bro. I was just talking to the guys about like, yeah, man, so what are we going to talk about this week, And then here he comes. So
all along.
Yeah, man. So here we are, bro. I'm excited, man.
So before we get started, as mentioning of sharing, giving people their flowers.
Yeah.
It's been really cool to see your journey of like how you started out with like making. Were you on Vine too, right?
Yeah. I was on Vine, but I was working with LeanSquad and a whole bunch of like different like social media influencers. So it's just kind of like you always kind of seen my face around you, like, hey, that's Braedon.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he come from? It's always like, oh, that's Braedon.
I mean, shit, man. Somebody made them videos.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So you definitely been doing your thing, especially within like you've been elevating every year that you've gone up. Where it's like you started small, like how we all start with like nobody knows who we are, whatever. Then kept elevating. Now you on red carpets.
Oh yeah, man.
Documentaries. Oh yeah, movies.
Man. Going to South Africa.
Yeah.
No, literally the guy. When I was in high school, I think I was in like 10th or 11th grade, way before I met you. Dwayne Michael came in and gave like a whole 2-hour long speech, and I remembered that name and I remembered his story. And then the first time I met you was down the street up at this park. I was with Jeremy, Nigel, Kamal, yeah. And they were just like, yeah, bro, let's take some pictures, bro. We know a guy, he lives up the street, bro. He could just walk here, bro. We'll just text him, see if he wants to take some photos and stuff. And that's the first time I met you. Right. And then I think about a year after that, you was out in South Africa with Dwayne Michael. I was like, bro, how the fuck? I was like, bro, how the fuck?
Okay, the bigging up can stop. It did not happen that way.
So this is my first time hearing about you. So
Right.
I don't know anything. So how did you get your start?
So mainly, I mean, I've always been interested in like movies and just the arts in general. Like before I got into camera work, I wanted to be a cartoonist. Like, I mean, even thought about being a stand-up comedian at one point.
Oh yeah?
One of my dreams is voicing cartoons.
Really? I mean, it's still a dream of mine. I would love to do like some voiceover work. That'd be fire. Definitely. But yeah, man, just I don't know what it was. It was just like 3rd grade, like everybody's talking about, like, Billy, what do you want to be in?
Billy, what do you want to do?
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an engineer or something. I don't know. I was just like, I'm interested in like acting, like me just kind of like, I don't know. I I didn't have a dad growing up. I just had my mom really. So it's just like as far as like comedians.
He's a true goose. You got 4 people at the table. No dad.
We got 3 people. We got 3 people.
It's a problem. And it needs to stop.
You know what I mean? This shit got to get solved, man.
Speak for yourself.
Niggas got to raise their kids.
But yeah, man, I just always just whether it was watching like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, like I just at a young age I always was into like acting and just like that's what I want to do. Like I want to get on one of those shows. I want to do something, you know, like just be another character and just really I think it was really me being an only child because I always wanted a brother and sister when I was younger. Right. And so it's just kind of like they say like I don't know, like kids that don't have siblings, like you just have really deep imaginations because they don't have no one to play with.
Nah,
so
I'm an only child too. I know.
Just in the room, just
Trust me, I know. Yeah, I wanted siblings and shit.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, I wanted siblings. I used to like because I'm the oldest boy out of all of my cousins. I have 13 cousins, so it's like for me, it's like my cousins were like my little brothers and shit like that, you know. But like after Sunday, they go home and shit, you know what I mean? So I know exactly what you mean about just like damn, like being an only kid and just like wanting to, put your imagination on somebody, but then you just in the crib in your room playing Sonic the Hedgehog and shit.
I was really ahead of my time as a kid because I remember going to my mom one time. I was just like, Mom, like I want a brother and sister. And she's just like, we can't afford it. And it's just like, oh damn. Hey, you just ruined my whole dreams. Now I'm really sad. But
like, can we just go?
It worked out.
Can we just go to the kid store and shop around and see what the prices look like? Maybe they finance them jokes.
Right.
Just start financing the kid and shit.
I'm the youngest of 3, and I asked my mom the same thing, and she was like, "Nah, this shop closed. Ain't no other one coming out."
But yeah, man, I just always just try to stay consistent in that. Even if it was different things that I wanted to do.
Right.
I don't know. It's just always just itch of just being an actor or being either in front of the camera or behind the camera at some point.
Just wanted to be involved in that.
Yeah, just be involved in that process. And I just think like a lot of just different like stand-up comedians and like really like TV because like I also grew up a lot with my grandparents. So they were just like, you know, like you could watch TV, but not too much TV. Yeah. And it was just like, the TV's my friend.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Like,
that's my shit.
I love these shows. And I'm talking about, no, I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah.
I was about to go somewhere. Never mind. I don't want to say this, but yeah. But no, the TV shows definitely helped a lot. And just, I just kept staying consistent in it as time just went on. I just kept doing stuff.
And just kept doing your thing, bro.
Yeah,
so let me ask, when did you start seeing that consistency pay off? Like, what was the first moment where you were like, you started to see like a return?
Shit, it was probably that first check with a comma on that motherfucker. You like, ooh, shit. I'm pretty good at this.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good question.
So it's not the first, it's like one that you can remember, like a pivotal like milestone.
Honestly, like for real, like last year for real, like getting so he was bringing up about Dwayne Michael like, with the Shook Good Dream tour. So later on after that, you know, had his run or whatever, he started a plant-based food company called Everything Legendary.
Okay.
And so
I see that in like Giant and
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he got connected and actually got a deal with Rock Nation. So all of the festivals were doing it. So last year I'm at Rolling Loud. I'm in Miami.
And you're not like just a regular general admission type nigga. Like you actually a part of the production
VIP,
of the
VIP,
show. Yeah. Like VIP, you backstage, you know what I mean? You shaking hands.
That was like,
you shaking hands.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Drinks,
it ain't like you just in the crowd dancing. Like you in the back making shit happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that was like one of like all of my work that I put in. It was just kind of like a moment where it's like, wow, like. Really here now. I've arrived.
I've arrived.
Yeah. So, if you were to, what age did you start? Would you say?
Sometime. As far as me knowing what I kind of wanted to do was just more so like from 3rd grade. But I'll say like when I really started getting into it was like 7th grade.
Okay.
And
early.
Yeah. Like 7th grade. My mom got me one of those it was like a flip camcorder
Mm-hmm.
thing, and so I was just real, quiet, chill. I could be real funny, but
Yeah.
I was kind of quiet too. So
Y'all seen Project X? Like
Yeah.
that one nigga that was in the back with the camera all the
Supposed to
time?
be to the back. I thought it was supposed to be towards you.
Mhm.
So flip it this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Right,
was wrong.
here we
Yeah, I
go.
thought
But like
Okay.
that one nigga in Project X, bro. Like,
You talking about the camera dude?
yeah, bro, the nigga was always in the back with the camera.
That literally was me,
That
like
was
in
you?
high school. In high school, yeah, that was crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
man.
yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of home movies you talking about?
See, he learned already.
See, man.
We have a general rule with Vince. You have to
Vince a freaky ass.
yeah,
nigga.
you got to check what he says because you don't know what.
I could go down the road, but I
You-
think I've already told that story enough.
You
but,
gotta
I mean,
gotta pay attention to what Vince is saying.
man. I'm trying to get me caught up.
All right, so you started 7th grade. So
Yeah.
if 7th grade Braedon were to see you now, what would he say?
Ooh, shit. I think that's a question for all of us. Like, if the
Yeah,
7th grade
like,
version of
7th grade,
Yeah.
like, I probably would be. I don't want to be cocky and say I wouldn't be surprised,
Mhm.
because it's like, even then, I had the plans that I was thinking that my life was going to be a certain way, like it was
Yeah.
going to go in this direction.
Mhm.
Right.
I didn't know how it was going to happen,
Mhm.
but
But it was
just-
going to happen.
Yeah,
You knew
basically.
that. You knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was already recording stuff. I was like, this gonna be on True E Hollywood Stories. Like when they do
Mhm.
my joint, like when they do my documentary, this what
Mhm.
they going. I'm gonna have the
They
footage
gonna have
here.
all the cameras up in this house.
Yeah.
Man, I was right here on the Forsaken Pride podcast and shit.
Exactly.
I was right down the street at that pond, just learning how to take pictures and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, it just happens. But
Hey,
nah,
nah,
I
for
would
real.
I would just tell myself to, like just stay consistent in what
Yeah.
you're doing. Like no
Mhm.
matter how bad it get, like just never give up.
Mhm.
Just keep
Mhm.
moving forward.
Yeah.
Fuck the haters.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Yeah,
kids.
bro.
Block them out.
You know what I mean?
All of that.
Yeah.
Forget all of that.
I think that's a question for all of us, man. So I'm gonna go this way. So now,
Yeah.
Vince, the seventh grade version of yourself, when he looks up at you, because you tall as shit, when he looks up at you, what would he say?
I don't really know. I think he'd be proud,
Mm.
just because here's a fat little schmeckle.
Schmeckle, what the fuck?
But he's a stuffed goose.
Yeah, man.
But
Hefty boy.
I don't know, he's going through a lot, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he would just be proud that I
Mhm.
kept pushing forward and made it through the bad times. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I would say, I think he would be proud that I kept going
Mhm.
because, middle school, you're trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
You
High school too.
trying to, you're trying to like figure out what crowd you're going to be in and whatever.
Even adulthood.
Yeah. So,
For real.
I think he'd be proud that like we're solid in who we are. Like we're not like wavering to like trying to fit in with a crowd or
Mhm.
trying to be somebody we're not. Just like
Yeah.
legit, like yo, like the stuff that you do, like you do it and you do it well.
Appreciate it,
And
bro.
So that's probably what
I think for myself,
So what?
man, Vince is being
can never be serious with Vince.
You
You can never be serious.
You can be
with-
serious with him, but you can't be serious for too long.
Hey, man.
You start barking.
Sorry, bro.
No, you good.
See, you gave him the green light, so
Oh,
now
man. See, I gotta learn.
Braedon mom gonna come downstairs and
Yeah.
be like, "Why the fuck is this man barking in my kitchen?" I think for myself, man, like 7th grade Mike, bro. Like I would look at myself today, and like everybody at the table, I would be proud of myself. There was a lot of shit going on, especially at that time, bro. Like 12, 13 years old. There was a lot of shit in my life that was just happening with family and friends, and like Justin said, you're trying to figure out, like who am I? What do I want to do? You know what I mean? And even though you're, young, that's a little over all of us at the table. That's a little over half of our age currently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the fact that 12-year-old or 13-year-old, like that went by so fast, and here we are at the peak of that other 12 or 13 years. You know what I mean? Luckily, we all have, you know, an idea or a solid foundation of who we are and what we want to do. But even still, we're still trying to figure it out. So I think that I would be proud of myself, but I also know that it's not enough. You know, I know I'm not done. You know what I mean? And I think I can speak for all of us at the table. Yeah. You know, I'm proud, but I'm not satisfied. I can agree with that for sure.
Yeah, because I think within, like, to piggyback on that, it's like, when I was in middle school, like, there's some people where, you know how they say some people peak in like middle school, some people peak in high school. Where it's just like, they was top dog in high school, top dog in middle school, and now they still trying to relive them days of like
glory days.
And it's just like, buddy, it's been 10 years, man. Like, it ain't
them high school glory days.
Yeah, like, it's been 10 years, man. Like, it ain't. Let it go. Like, let it go.
Like, bro, you're not 16 no more, bro.
Listen,
you don't bench 225 no more, bro.
I can literally talk about it. I was just, because my biggest thing is really just I mean, like, we could all probably speak to just being in middle school. Like, I mean, it's sometimes it's hard to fit in. Like, like you're
hard
going
to fit in now.
Like middle schools. Oh man, yeah, I feel you. I went to a whole bunch of different like middle schools, elementary schools. Like I was all around, so it was really hard for me to like make friends for real.
Yeah,
a lot. So, I mean, it got to a point where I used to be this really outgoing kid, and like I said, like just thinking I'm a stand-up comedian, being a class clown, all of that shit. And then it's just like, you get to 7th grade and it's just like, okay, I'm cool with being a class clown, but like, okay, now it's about, all right, big ass baggy shirts and what you wearing and how many girls you getting and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how can I navigate and fit into this world.
Yeah.
And I mean, lucky enough, I mean, it kind of went the opposite way, but it ended up still working. My identity, I put through the camera.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, if I'm not a nerd, but I'm not necessarily the most popular, but at the same time, it's just like,
you're like that cool guy everybody knows, or like everybody messes with.
The camera created that personality for me, really. Because before then, I was just this quiet kid, and then my voice, I was going through puberty.
Yeah.
So the girls was like, "Oh, Braedon," and then the guys was like, "This corny motherfucker right here." And they was going on me every day, like every day roasting me. It was like, boy, your voice deep as hell right now, bro. I would hate it. Like the teacher pick on me to like read in class. I'd be like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, so the cow said move.
If I was to cut this off, I probably
I'm like, if you're in middle school,
I got a baby
that,
face.
You need to go to a different school.
You know, I'm trying to get bulk like you, man. I mean, I'm still skinny, but you know.
Hey, man.
How tall are you?
Braedon a big dude,
like
bro.
6'4".
Yeah, I was like,
Basketball just did not. That was the stereotype.
That wasn't your
life.
thing.
No,
that was the thing. Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like, at least you came to that on your own, and it wasn't a thing of like you made the team, or they were just like, "Yo, put you varsity and then get dunked on."
No, not 9th grade. I actually was going to try to attempt to be a basketball athlete. I was really going to do it. I got my grades up, everything, and then I literally talked to the coach. I was
Kings
like,
Grant down the street, bro. You
exactly.
Had the perfect time.
I was going to basketball camp, training, everything. I had the basketball hoop in the driveway. So it's just like, bro. But like, I don't know. My mom,
like a block away, bro.
My mom, she was just like,
wasn't with it.
No, you're gonna focus on school. I ain't gonna lie, my grades was shitty. I'm not gonna sit here and
I mean,
they were.
I barely got out of high school, bro.
But the thing is, I actually got them up to play though.
Yeah.
So it was just
the
like,
fact that you took it that seriously,
exactly,
because you knew that was gonna be the thing of like, okay, well, you either have good grades or you don't play. It's like, right. So let me get my shit together academically.
Yeah.
But your mom was just
and
like,
then she pulled me out. I was like, all right, okay, I don't ask me no more. This dream is this is the end of this dream. I'm not going in this direction.
Like, look, I did what I needed to do.
Everywhere I went, church, everywhere, it's just like, you play basketball?
Man.
You play basketball?
Man.
Hey,
you
play basketball?
Yeah.
Pretty tall.
Yeah.
Play basketball?
Play basketball?
It's like, no, I don't. Stop asking me.
Like, look,
I draw.
Like, look, bro. I take these pictures, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I get football.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. You look like a football player.
Yeah. You was probably knocking the hell out of people, man.
Did you play football?
A little bit.
What'd you play?
Left tackle.
Ooh, okay, big man. That's a big man.
That's why he's so touchy. No, because I was
why he's so aggressive.
I was a tackle and a guard, so literally you touching people every play.
Yeah.
So that's
I did play center for a little while. I like that more.
Center.
yeah.
Yeah, the ball hikey.
Oh, got you. I was like, what?
Why'd you sound so surprised?
No, because he said we were talking about basketball.
Oh.
So center and basketball, center and football.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was because I
Yeah.
thought he was talking about two different things. I thought, I played left tackle in football.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
played
yeah.
center in basketball, and I was like,
Oh, no, no.
center.
I
Like, you
can't
play
see-
basketball?
I couldn't
What the
see
fuck?
Vince playing basketball. Like I don't.
That's why I asked that
Yeah,
question.
because he's
That's why
way
I
too
asked that
physical.
question.
He's like ejected first quarter. It's just like it's just like I could.
Pick up heavy thing. That's
Combat sports, bro.
So
That's
Vince,
it.
when did you stop playing football?
I think I played one season in 8th grade. That was it.
Really?
Yeah.
How far did you guys go?
I don't remember, bro. I just.
Yeah, eighth grade. They don't really keep stats or anything. They
Well,
just-
I played for. You played like for the school or for like an organization?
It was a after school program.
Oh, okay, got you.
But
Okay.
It was just wrestling.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, because I only played 3 years.
Because when I was playing football, it was Pop Warner. I played for Patuxent Rhinos, but I played for.
Oh, you went to Patuxent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to that school for like.
No, I didn't. I didn't go to James Madison.
Oh,
but
okay.
I played for the Rhinos.
Okay.
It was
That's what's
So
up.
I don't know why it was called this, but the program is called midget football.
Whoa.
I think they still call it that. Yeah.
No.
That's offensive.
Well, no, it's not.
I was on the junior nationals, nigga.
Well, no, they call it that for like kids.
Oh, okay.
But it
okay.
wasn't. Yeah, it's not actually for.
But
like,
what you
little
said, you were
people.
like
It's-
you were like 8th grade. That's like 13 years old. That's not a little kid.
No, but they would still call it that though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that don't.
Hilarious.
say.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Football wasn't for me. Like,
Mhm.
I think this was either, I think 6th grade.
Mhm.
I was actually playing football one time, and I don't know why it was this kid. He wanted his little brother to play the game, and we was like, no.
he too
But
good.
like he just wanted him to play. So his little brother was like really small, really small. So he has the football, so it's like kind of like a cat and mouse. Like I'm chasing him with the football. I'm not paying attention, and then boom, I just end up like colliding, like
Clap County.
yeah, like with this other kid. Like
And
we just like literally ran into each other's heads.
I assume this is a street game. This wasn't like y'all had
Yeah,
pads
this
and
was
shit
like in the
that.
park
This was like
somewhere.
bone
Yeah.
on bone.
Yeah,
Kind
it's not like a
Damn.
real league.
Like
or
rugby,
anything.
Niggas got
basically. Yeah,
concussions
that's-
and shit, bro. That's
And I actually
crazy.
bit through the bottom lip. I mean, you can't see it no more, but I
You
bit
had a
through my
scar.
skin. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I had to get stitches. It was crazy. I had like a hole like right under here.
But honestly, bro, like I think like as men, you know, especially older men now, you know, we're at the ages where, you know, kids start popping up and shit like that, or kids are in discussions and things. I think it's very fundamental that we as men, when we do have children, both male and female, they need to be in sports. You know what I mean?
Just not football.
I mean,
No, my kid's not playing football.
your boy?
No,
Why
no.
not?
I'd rather them play basketball, baseball, soccer, anything else. Because football is a short career. Like
Oh, yeah.
you have I mean like you can be done in a year, but like your whole life is
Oh yeah, your body.
If you get
fucked up.
paralyzed.
yeah. Because
your body gonna be fucked
because
up.
I know one of
This
the
was gonna happen. Sorry.
oh no you good because I know
You need to answer that?
No, I don't need to answer.
because I know one of the reasons why I had stopped was like I was a sophomore and I had realized like I don't want to do this shit like because like the higher you go up.
The more they
that's
expect
your
from
child,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
the
that's
more they
like,
expect from you.
and I was just like, realistically, I was like, if I go to college and I don't want to be like, where literally it's like, this is all you do. Like school's almost secondary to being an athlete and whatever. But no, I'm like, with my kids, I'm like, look, play anything else that'll give you that money and you'll have a longer career in it. And I know basketball has like wear and tear on your body too.
No, bro, every
But
sport has.
no, but I mean like wear and tear in the realm of like football, like Vince, you play tackle, so you're getting hit every play. So it's like there's not a play that goes by
when
where you're
getting
not,
contact, yeah.
knees fucked up, like so nah,
Get facts.
yeah,
Facts. I want my kids playing whatever sport that they want to play. I would prioritize football and combat sports, whether it be boxing or MMA. I don't believe in karate and taekwondo and all that shit.
Why?
It's fake, bro. It's just not real,
Really?
bro. Yeah. So
Taekwondo is basketball application.
yeah.
you just gonna kick me the whole time, bro?
No, but
It's a technique.
no, but
A lot of the kicks aren't practical in a real street fight. You know what I mean? Like a 540 kick, a tornado kick is gonna do nothing
I'm just talking about
to somebody
like
at a club.
Stepping back kick or
Oh yeah, shit
You-
like
you
that.
went
But
to
you
the
can learn that in MMA.
You went to the most like random move.
A 540 kick is, like, bro. If you
No,
Google
I
it,
mean-
you'll be like, oh, I see this shit all the time.
If you're in a club,
No,
yeah, it's not enough room. I mean, you're gonna end up hitting somebody with a bottle.
real quick.
bicycle kicking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the Bruce Lee character from Mortal Kombat.
Fuck. Kung Lao or some shit like that.
Oh, Liu Kang.
Yeah,
Liu Kang,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Liu Kang.
That shit is not practical, bro.
Yeah.
But I will put my kids in boxing. I will put my kids in MMA, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Damn.
football. Just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
go fight other 5-year-olds.
how long did you play football?
I played football for 4 years.
And what'd you get out of it? Exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
There's no payoff.
yeah, because it's like realistically, when you think about basketball, there's multiple leagues where you can actually play. There's multiple baseball leagues. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Literally, football is either NFL. You luck out and a new league like the XFL comes
Like the
out.
XFL just
And-
came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the USFL or like the Canadian.
Nigga.
But it's like, so it's very little to go. And
Yeah.
not that many people actually make it to the NFL and have long careers.
It's rare. Yeah.
Especially now, like people are only playing a season and they're done.
You went to high school with Marcus Allen. Out of all the people that played for Y's football team, he the only nigga that went to the NFL, bro. That's like over 250 teammates. And only one person got into the NFL, bro.
Not the only.
Or you end up
Wise put out a lot of people.
Wise got a lot of people.
No. I'm not saying in general. I'm saying like for that year, for our generation, for our time
Yeah, I
period.
was about to say, yeah,
out of
'cause Wise-
250 people that played for that team, he's the only nigga that came out in all 4 years.
Wow. Yeah, there's so many athletes from Wise. Like
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with all of them. Like
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty when Wise first came out because
I
they
know
stole.
you went to Flowers,
yeah,
right?
because they stole people from every school,
from the jurisdiction.
literally from every school.
Yeah.
They grabbed like the good players from all the schools, and then state title. I'm
Fuck
like,
yeah.
I was like, damn.
World, not world champions, state
Yeah,
champions
state,
and
yeah.
shit. Niggas had rings and shit in high school. I was like, no. That's why I stopped myself.
Football's silly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But now our high schools, mortal enemies, and our high schools look exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
Exactly the same.
Niggas from the same neighborhood,
They
bro.
just want teenagers to have ops.
Like, bro, it'll be
it was so weird.
it'll be a
Yeah.
nigga
I
here.
wanted to go to Flowers so bad.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
I was in
Why?
private.
Well, no,
I was in
no, well,
private school my like
And
my
it's like
entire
at-
life. It wasn't planned for me to go to public school,
Understood.
which goes into the story that I always end up telling. But
because you were what 2011.
2013.
13,
me and
okay.
Braedon graduated. the
Yeah,
same
because
year.
I'm like, Wise must have just opened up around that time, and before
it was new.
No,
I don't think it
was
just
still-
opened.
It was still
new.
new.
Well,
It
no.
opened up like around I think 2000
7.
I think maybe
Yeah.
8 or 7.
man, that's new.
No, I'm saying like
That's still new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it
it's
still
new.
has
It's
those
like
early
brand new
years.
when we went to high school.
Yeah, no, because I'm like,
We had the
because
best of the best.
y'all stole from everybody. Like, yeah, it was like grab from everybody else. Because I remember like
it says the nigga that at Wise they let a chicken loose in the hallway and y'all
I mean,
had a
that's
riot
just-
every
yeah,
other
yeah, I
week
heard
and
about
shit.
that.
that's just regular high school. Like,
Letting go of chickens, bro.
Barn animals.
no,
Yeah,
bro,
the
like
the
what the
class,
fuck is y'all
like,
talking
before my
about?
no,
class,
like if
yeah.
you go, because I went to Douglas, and Douglas is literally next to cornfields.
Frederick
So-
Douglas ghetto, bro.
That's where
So,
I was
yeah,
about
come
to
on,
go. If
bro.
I didn't go to
Yeah,
Wise,
Frederick
that's where I
Douglas
was
is
about
ghetto
to
as
go.
Yeah, like
I'm from Southern California, so you don't see too many chickens just running around.
literally Douglas is right next. Like there's the football fields right here, cornfields for at least like 2 miles, and so random shit would happen. And it was an old school.
A chicken in the hallway, bro?
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
I didn't see it personally, but I heard about it.
I was
'Cause-
skipping school at Wise that day, and I was shitting bricks because I thought I was going to get caught. Because I went to Crossland, but I was at Wise fucking with Doug
would
and
you-
Nigel and
Right,
all that
right,
shit.
right.
Bro, I used to sneak into Wise all the time, bro.
Yeah, that was
Well, I
the whole
mean,
thing. A lot of
yeah, y'all
people
didn't
used to
have
do that. Like it
All
was,
the time,
it was.
bro.
There's
I
no
don't.
security.
I damn near,
Yeah,
I damn near went
They've
to
gotten
Wise,
much
bro.
better. I
I
saw.
would
heard.
hope. Yeah, I would hope.
Bro, I damn near went to Wise all 4 years of high school, bro. Like I would be
So
at Wise.
was you there when the riot happened?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I know this shit.
This is on the news. That was literally like
Literally, all of my cousins went to Wise.
Yeah.
We
So
all
you
graduated
know
the same-
more about the school you didn't go to
than the school I went to.
There was a riot in high school.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
multiple
so-
times, bro.
Yeah, a lot of wild. Yeah, a lot of
What
wild.
was the riot about?
Hey, bro.
Man, apparently there was this thing. So like you just said with the senior prank with the barn animals, that was the year before I came or whatever. So that was like class of 2013 or whatever.
Yeah.
So or 11.
It was
actually,
it was
now that-
2011 because
Yeah, it
my
was
cousin
2011.
Kayla, she's 2 years older than me and she went to Wise and graduated that year.
Yeah.
And I was
But,
always skipping school with her.
something about I think it was just a senior prank that they were trying to do that the school wasn't trying to let them do, so a riot basically broke out.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
What is your definition of riot?
Bro,
No. It was for sure a riot.
up
Yeah,
teachers
it was
and security
serious,
guards.
like-
Yeah.
I never
damaging
seen no
property.
shit like that before.
The end of bullying?
Bro, like
Yeah,
damage,
you know,
like,
it
It was
like
so
damaging
crazy,
property.
like it literally
bro.
happened at the pep rally. Like the same thing ended up happening.
And you just hear,
twice.
whoa,
Yeah,
and everybody started
yeah,
acting
it's-
up and
It
shit.
was on the
yeah.
news and everything.
Yeah,
Like they called
bro.
the cops. It was on
Fuck
the news.
yeah,
Like
like
Yeah.
a riot,
Yeah,
bro.
and like I'm sure most middle schools, like you had the it was like a regular bomb threat where it was literally just a random Tuesday afternoon. It's like, all right,
bro,
get up, we got to go outside.
Yeah.
We outside for 15 minutes.
that happened a
in
lot
line.
at
If I
Crossland.
was a teacher, bro, I would have started whooping so much ass.
Nah, bro, that happened.
Yeah, it
that
was-
happened
man,
a
they
lot
was
of my
fighting
high school.
security guards in there. It
No,
was
niggas would sit there and
crazy.
fight security guards,
Going
bro.
full power.
One
Nah, I'm
of
not-
the security guards in my high school, Crossland, got his fucking eye gouged out, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you heard at Flowers. There was I don't want to say his name, but literally it was he was like a vice president or a vice principal, and he drop kicked a student. Fuck,
Y'all would have crazy stuff
Yeah,
happen at
that's what I'm
Flowers.
saying,
not
like,
gonna
it
lie,
was
yeah,
Drop kicks?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like he would swear that he was an amateur boxer, 2 fights, whatever.
and drop kick
The
somebody?
student, yeah, the student was talking reckless. He dropped
That nigga watch too much WWE, bro. You out
That
here
happened
drop
with, like,
kicking
a
niggas?
coach.
Too.
Too.
The kid was already on the ground. You kicked him.
Oh fuck.
Nah, I wasn't. I graduated by that time, but literally, it was one of them things where like stuff you would think would happen in like video games.
And
whatever. No,
bullying.
it was like legit going like normally.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Like students, like I remember in middle school, last day, because my parents would let me go to last day of school because that's when all the
That's
wild
when
shit would
everything
happen.
happened.
Yeah,
that's
So
when everything happened.
literally, they faked a fight. The principal, because they didn't like the principal, so they were like, they faked a fight.
My mom would
The
call off
principal
work
ran up
on the last
to
day.
be like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And they turned on him and beat his ass. And then he quit. And then we had a whole new principal. Then.
My mom would call off of work on the last day of every school year that I had in high school, just because I lived down the street from my high school. So she was like, yo, I'm gonna send you to school still, but if anything happens, just call me and I'm gonna be there in like 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like one time, there was this big riot, but literally like at 2:25 they let us out of school. And literally it was this big ass riot when everybody's like loading into like the school buses and shit like that. MS-13 shows up, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because apparently some Spanish kid was dating this black girl, but she was like cheating on him or whatever the fuck. So he called his goons, and these niggas popped
Yeah,
out, bro.
yeah, nah,
and
it
so I
was
called
sad.
my mom. I had to hide in my chemistry teacher's office and shit. I was like 17, bro. Yeah,
Yeah. But no, yeah, like there was a
I
period
had
of
to hide in
time.
my chemistry teacher's closet and shit because these niggas had guns and shit.
Yeah, there's a period of time where like, depending on what school you went to, people was walking around with machetes.
Fuck yeah.
Like literally, like I
Fuck
know,
yeah.
like my brother, he went to Duval, and he was saying,
Oh my God. That's the one right there.
Yeah.
That one. That's the
And-
legendary one.
and he was like, there was this
That's
one,
where the shit started.
yeah, because he was like, there
real.
was like this one dude, he always had like a limp. And people thought that like,
Oh, he was hurt.
had a limp.
Oh,
or
no,
he was
that nigga
hurt.
had that thing
But
with
when
him, bruh.
when some shit went down,
That nigga had
it was a big ass machete that
That
he
nigga
pulled
had that
out
shit on him,
whenever
bruh.
shit would go down. So yeah, it was.
It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
I mean, lucky for me, the riot was kind of like the first experience because, like I said, I was in private school most of the time. So this is like
It's
my-
culture shock.
Yeah, like this is my first experience
Yeah.
because, like, basically, I got kicked out of private school and
Why?
Like,
You had
I'm
bad
not
grades?
gonna make this story long.
Well,
but
where'd you go?
I went to a whole bunch of different Christian schools. I mean,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, I was at Shabbat
Yeah,
for a little
yeah.
while. Then I was at all the Christian schools. I was about to go to Riverdale,
Oh, yeah?
Baptist.
Oh,
I was
yeah?
everywhere. Lanham Christian,
Damn.
all of them.
With the elves?
What the hell?
No, he's from
trying to
California.
get
So
freaky?
he,
Rivendell's Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. Oh my fault. I didn't know where you was going with that one. I didn't know where he was going.
Said you trying to get
freaky. I'm so lost.
I said, hold on, bro.
See, I don't even like where this going. I don't even know if I want to tell this story because I don't just
Hold on, bro. What you
man.
Talking, they're gonna do.
But to make a long story short, so like I said, like I had a camcorder. I basically like 7th grade to 8th grade, I discovered what YouTube was. I'm like, wow, there's a website where you could just post random videos.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can have your own page and everything. Like I was just like, all right, this is where I'm gonna post the stuff at. So I would record like Freestyle Fridays, stuff in the lunchroom
you had a
at
series
recess.
and all that shit. Damn.
Yeah, like I was
you did
literally
that shit,
creating
yeah.
my own TV show. Like me and my man John, shout out to John Byram. Yeah.
Okay.
But-
really?
Yeah.
You and
Yeah.
West?
Yeah,
Oh,
they was-
West. Yes, like literally me and him, like I was just like, yo, like fuck that. Like nobody want, hang out with us. We gonna make ourselves
make it
cool.
happen,
We gonna
yeah.
make our own TV show. I was
Make it
like,
happen.
we gonna call it Braedon and John Sports. We gotta put my name first.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna call it Braedon and John Sports.
Yeah.
We're gonna record whatever's going on there. So we basically made recess time like a TV show.
Fuck yeah.
So if they was
That's awesome.
if it's a football game going on, that's what we hosting.
Yeah, that's what you're talking
If it's a
about.
basketball game, that's what we hosting. If we want to mess with the girls over here, even though they're not trying to give us no play, that's cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. So
Yeah.
but basically I was recording all this content and putting it on YouTube. The school ends up finding out about this and basically is like, oh, you gotta shut all that shit down. You gotta delete your
Really?
page, which sent me into this kind of like depression almost. Because
Yeah, 'cause
like
it's
I
like,
said,
damn,
that
what
was
do I
like
do?
my identity for
Yeah.
real at that time.
Like, damn, what do I do now?
Exactly. It's just kind of like, so I'm supposed to go back to just being quiet Braedon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like doing nothing.
Yeah,
So
I gotta go back to sitting in the back of the classroom and shit.
right. So
Damn.
I mean, to make a long story short, they found out about that, and these things continuously were happening. So that was just in 7th and 8th grade. So then, like 10th grade, I'm thinking I'm big and bad. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna put it on YouTube no more. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Yeah, they can't catch me on Facebook, and they caught me slipping. So
On Facebook?
yeah,
Nah,
so
they doing-
it was
they doing a
this
lot.
whole
They doing a
thing,
lot,
but
bro. They overreaching like shit, bro.
But basically, it was a situation. We went on this field trip. I made a vlog out of it. I did record this
You
girl's
was
butt.
vlogging before vlogging,
Yes,
bro.
I was vlogging before vlogging. Yes.
No.
I said I did record this girl butt. It wasn't intentional. The camera was touch screen. I didn't know I was recording her butt.
Freaky
But
ass
it happened. It's a good point to this story. Just wait.
Okay.
So I never forget. It was literally on a Friday. What was you about to say?
He's zooming in on the ass.
Oh, nah. It was literally on a Friday. Like PE was our last class. Like everybody just waiting for the bell to ring. And the principal comes in and he was just big. We wasn't the principal. He was just like the black guy. Like, I don't know why they made this big black guy like the disciplinarian of the school. Cause the principal, he was white and he was really nice. Like anytime like someone got in trouble, but the black dude, like that's who they would send to if you messed up. Like, yeah, you gotta get disciplined because something wrong with you.
Local warlord.
Right. And so everybody was scared of him because like he kind of looked like Mr. T in the face, but
I thought you was gonna say he had a mohawk. I thought you was gonna say he had a mohawk or some shit.
no, he didn't have a mohawk. He had a bald head,
Oh,
but
damn.
I mean,
Yeah, y'all all smaller and whatnot.
he basically came in the room, was looking at me. I go in, and he's like, just sit down in the office. Like, he not telling me what's going on. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Like, me and him, we don't have no dialogue, really. Like I stay out his way, he stay out my way. And so pretty much my history teacher comes in, who was on the field trip, and who I just really, me and him just got a real, like, understanding for real. Like, he started to see, like, oh, like, because he had a project where I had to make, like, a video project, and he was like, wow, like, you did this all yourself? And I was like, yeah. He was like, wow, you're pretty talented. And it was just like, now my whole reputation was just being ruined. It was a whole lot, but they basically kicked me out. It was a conspiracy.
So you got kicked off of vlogging.
for vlogging and recording a girl's butt without her permission.
Imagine being kicked out of a school for being creative.
But now she's probably selling it for.
Whoa.
Hey,
$3 a month.
OnlyFans is a thing.
Hey, $3 a month. Respect yourself. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you don't $3 a month,
at least $14.99, bro.
Right.
$14.99. At least get you a blue check on Instagram now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a Easter.
Crazy, man.
Are you going to do Meta Verified?
Fuck no.
Free feet Fridays.
No, they I was on my Instagram the other day. I was on my my main profile, and the little thing popped up.
Yeah,
it was
like
congratulations, you've been selected for blah blah blah. And I went and I checked it out because they was like, oh, you get exclusive access and like support and all this other stuff. And I was like, it's not even like special no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are buying them?
Well,
because
they made it a program now.
There's no prerequisite now. I've literally seen. This is one guy that goes to our gym named Fred, and he has like 1,100 followers. Follows 1,500 people. Like the ratio fucked up, and he got a blue check.
Yeah.
My boy gets like 20 likes on a picture and shit, but he got a blue check. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's this other chick named Roxy. I mean, she's cool. She's a great person and all. She's got like 40, like 4.5K, like 4,500 people. Blue check.
Yeah.
And she's shadow banned. Like what the fuck? Like where you gonna blue?
What's her name?
It's like Roxy Love on Instagram.
Stop being base, Roxy.
And basically, Leah, she's got like 4,500 followers. Like the ratio is good. She follows like 20 people, but she literally DMs me all the time. I'm like, oh, how do I get out of being shadow banned and shit? But you have a blue check. People can't even see your content. Why are you verified? You know what I mean? So when I looked at my personal shit, I was going to do it. Like that was my plan. One, because like, with the podcast and everything coming up, and like all three of us, we DM a lot of people, just trying to, get somebody to like do our thumbnails, like try to hire an editor, or get like, just like get people to like come on the show and interview and shit like that. So I was like, oh well, out of the three of us, at least on Instagram, Justin blew up on TikTok, I blew up on Instagram, so we're both like kind of using our juice in different ways. But I was just like, well, at least on Instagram, since that's the one that we're outsourcing people, maybe being verified would help niggas take me more seriously. I'm not just some regular dude with however many followers and stuff, but like there's no prerequisite. I remember back in the day, bro, like for the like when you be like swiping on stories and shit, it's like, oh, swipe up to check my link out and shit like that. You used to have 10K to do that,
right?
To do this, you know what I mean?
It was weird because it was a free feature, anybody could do it. Then they made it exclusive. Yeah. And then they brought it back because people complained. Because they were like, why would you give it to us, then take it away, and then make it exclusive?
So what I'm getting at is like, okay, because it was an exclusive feature at one point, right? It's like, if Instagram made it a prerequisite to have 10,000 followers to do this,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Why the fuck can anybody with $15 get a blue check?
I mean, it's all about money.
That's crazy. Yeah, but like again, bro, like if there was like a prerequisite
I wouldn't say that because like literally, like pre-subscription blue check, you could like save somebody from a burning building, get on the news at your local whatever, and then you get verified because you're like, oh hey, you're the guy that saved.
Yeah,
like whoever,
right? Yeah. Like if there was an article about you, like any, like not any random source, but like a credible source. If a credible source made an article about any of the four of us, right? Then Instagram be like, oh, okay, well, you're famous. We'll give you this blue check, right? Now, I'm not against, getting the subscription and everything for the blue check. Because, again, I was going to do it. But I thought that there would at least be a prerequisite. Like, you have to have 10,000 followers, or you have to have this many hours of, like, watch time or some shit like that. Like, I thought that there were going to be rules. But I could literally make a brand new Instagram account today, have 0 followers, and just get verified.
Yeah, no, they
just hand it. They're just making everything. It's for consumers.
My thing is it's just not special anymore.
Yeah,
you know
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just not special no more.
I feel like it's a mixed bag because like to that point of like it's not special anymore, and then there's that also element. I guess the whole reason why Twitter did it.
Grab,
the whole reason why Twitter did it, I guess, was to try to like balance out the internet, so it wasn't like all these people with blue checkers dominating whatever. So they can get
the
a
algorithm and shit.
Yeah, so
Shout out to Elon.
I would shout out, but no, it's like with Instagram. I thought about it just mainly off the security features and stuff, but I still haven't done it. But I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like they're just kind of bleeding money right now. Because
If I had less than 5,000 followers on Instagram, I would feel some kind of way about being verified, because I feel like I didn't do anything to earn the fame behind the the idea of being verified. Like back in the day, bro, it used to be like you follow somebody, like you meet like a random nigga at a fucking Giant and shit. It's like, oh, you seem cool as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what's your Instagram? Oh shit, you verified?
Yeah.
Oh damn, bro, what's up, bro? Like you start
Follow for a follow.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
You start treating motherfuckers different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when I'm at the gym sometimes, like people will like be like, oh Mike, bro, you cool as shit. I see your videos and everything on like my Explore page. They follow me like, oh damn, you got 12,000 followers. That's cool as fuck. Oh damn, you verified. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, bro, that shit's normal. And I don't like that it's normal.
But
nigga.
I think maybe that was the point of why they're doing it, to like level out that hierarchy of like social media stuff where
The verified check definitely make people treat you different.
it treats you.
Yeah, I'm
they
sure.
treat
It's
you
been
different,
happening to me.
yeah.
I've been getting a couple of messages like, "Oh, you verified now? Maybe you are. I don't know.
You might be a little important, nigga. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like that shit used to be a status symbol. You
No,
know
it
what I mean?
was.
That shit used to be a status
I
symbol.
feel like that's just technology is growing so fast, and I also feel like that just shows how old we are too. We're getting.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah, it
like
shows
as
our age.
time is going, it's just like, remember when Instagram first came out? Remember when Vine was out? Like
Yeah.
it's just
Nigga,
like
I was making vines like shit, bro.
Man.
Little 6-second videos and shit.
when Instagram first came out with video, I was just like, oh no.
Oh, they biting on Vine.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Instagram was
exactly.
just pictures, bro.
Right, it was just pictures.
Yeah.
Like Tumblr. They took that from Tumblr for real.
yeah.
It was a weird place.
Hey man.
Yeah, very strange. Very-
I was trying to get in there,
Bro,
but I
it's-
came
it's
towards
still-
the end.
If you go too deep into Tumblr, bro, it get a little weird, bro.
Yeah.
Gets a little dark,
There
man.
was nothing. Well,
A little dark. It gets really
I had
dark.
high
Yeah.
school, so the
You had
blogs-
Tumblr?
The blogs that I found, it was just nothing but porn
Yeah.
and
That's a
The
lot
not
of what
safe- the
Tumblr
not
was.
safe for
yeah.
work.
there was like gifs of someone cutting themselves. Or something like that. Like,
I never made it to that side of
Yeah.
it.
I got to the porn aspect of Tumblr, and I just like, all right, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And then years later, I didn't have one anymore, but I heard that they took all the porn off.
Yeah, they
Tumblr,
did,
and
yeah.
like, oh well, there goes that site.
Oh well, I'm gonna delete that app.
No, I mean, no one's gonna use it anymore.
Damn.
But no, I mean,
I've never really cared much about social media. I'm just there to find.
Wow. So you never had a MySpace?
No, I never had a MySpace.
I had my.
I had a MySpace.
I never had a MySpace. Yeah,
No,
I wasn't allowed to be on social media until like 10th grade.
Say if we're gonna shout anybody out,
At 10th grade, Facebook was the thing.
if we're gonna shout anybody out, we gotta shout Tom out.
Yeah,
'cause
Tom was the
Big
man.
Tom.
Yeah, the main
First friend.
The reason why people are like cloud engineers and all that now is
Yeah.
because they was
Man.
coding on MySpace. So, what were you gonna say, Vince?
So
You were never a big social media guy.
yeah, so I made a Facebook when I was 16,
Okay.
and that was 2011.
Ah, okay.
And the only reason that I did was because I went into my mom's room, and then for some reason this feeling came over me that I should open a drawer, and I found these pictures, and I go to my mom like, "Hey mom, who's this?" And she gets all mad and she snatches them from me, and then when she calmed down, she was like, "Oh, that's your sister," and I didn't know that I had siblings because my mom was my dad's fourth wife. And
Where the
I
hell
had,
is this
like,
going?
Like 5 siblings that I didn't know about. And
Really?
I made a Facebook so that I could contact my sister, and I literally did not give one fuck about social media before that.
Until then.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learn something every day, kids.
Damn! Damn! I did not think we was gonna go there, bro.
Yeah. But I'm just their silly goose that they bring along. I don't really care much about social media.
Yeah, Vince just posts offensive memes. That's all.
Wow. Okay.
Say
In the
that.
group chat,
Yeah, like we get all the offensive memes. All the
iFunny's a good place, man.
it's
Yeah, and it's turned into the Wild West. But anyway,
I was trying to keep up with y'all in that group chat. I was just running around so much. I was like, damn, I'm not even laughing and commenting on jokes or nothing.
You don't need to.
see, but that's the thing with
Vince will talk to himself.
yeah, like,
I'll talk to myself.
and it's not even like people are ignoring him. It'll be he'll send one oh, he doesn't hear anything. So then he'll send like 19 other ones to.
But just today when I sent 6, it was because like
He was just keeping us updated.
Yeah. But that's probably.
And then you never responded. Well, I don't know what the emoji is.
Yeah.
Goose gang.
It's a goose.
No,
There's a goose.
no,
drop?
it's
A goose drop?
It's a goose,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a goose. They came out with
literally
new,
a goose, bro.
They
no.
got a goose emoji?
no, because
Bro.
like for here.
Oh nah,
it-
bro. For me, nigga.
Maybe I need to update my phone.
For me, hold on. I'm about to show you, bro. For me, it's a fucking goose.
Oh.
Bro, let me
It's a goose.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know.
It's a goose, bro. You gotta update your phone because iOS 16.4 came out and they got like
Did you see
21
how
new
excited
everyone went
goose.
Everyone went got new emoji drop.
he got so
I'm
excited?
telling you, bro. No, literally, if
man.
I literally type goose, a fucking goose
Oh, yeah, no,
pops
I-
up, bro. And it is a goose.
They finally stopped discriminating against us.
It's a goose because at first it was a duck and Vince was mad as shit.
Oh yeah, the duck. Oh yeah.
Vince was mad as shit.
Impressed if it was a moose or something.
Let's find out now. Hold on, moose. There is now a moose emoji as well. Yeah,
Wow.
Amazing.
yeah, it's a moose
Amazing.
emoji.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You see how technology is just changing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just really happening in front of us.
Fuck yeah.
I only got an iPhone because
Of emojis?
I fell asleep when I was in Japan. I fell asleep on the grass and we're waiting for our bus, or maybe I lost it on the bus. And
Yeah.
my phone fell in my pocket, and I just went to the store, and the only phone they had was an iPhone 13.
So you just said fuck it.
I just blew a check. And
Just blew a bag real quick.
I was like, here's a rack.
Damn.
1300. Took my phone and. Yeah, you want to know something funny? Is
Hey, that's one hell of a flex, bro.
Yeah.
the perv culture in Japan is so heavy.
What's the perf?
So like, you know how they get all cramped on the
Yeah,
gram?
yeah.
Like guys will they'll take an upskirt pic.
Oh.
So when I would have my phone on silent, then it would still make the. It didn't matter. It would
Yeah,
still
because
make
you had
the
an
sound.
Android, yeah.
No, an iPhone.
Oh.
It would still make the sound.
Like the closing sound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The shutter sound.
Yeah.
And then when I Americanized my phone and got into citizenship at AT&T,
It doesn't do any.
that went
Yeah,
away.
it doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So in Japan, that's a Japan only feature.
Yeah.
Oh shit. To combat perverts.
They're so pervy.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my
I was
god.
about to say I always wanted to go to Japan, but maybe that's not the right time to say.
I
it.
mean, don't go to Japan wearing a skirt.
Unless you wear skirts, bro. If you are,
Unless you're wearing a skirt with no drawers on, bro. I think you be alright, bro.
Man.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I ain't
Get it
think
how you
that.
live.
That's kind of
Get it how you
crazy,
live.
bro. What
I don't
the
know how we
fuck?
got here.
Hey,
Shoot.
Vince was talking about his sister, and then it went over to taking pictures of
Yeah, I
I
was.
skirted away real
taking
Yeah,
pictures of
see, whenever
vaginas.
we get distracted, it's
Taking pictures of vaginas and
What are
shit.
you working on now, bro?
Oh man.
Yeah, big projects, man. Talk about it.
Segue.
Uh oh.
Oh no, just playing. Right now, honestly, I just did a music video. I just came from Vegas.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Quite a flex.
That's just normal. for
Quite
me,
a
you know?
flex,
I
you know
just
what I mean?
travel around,
You know what I mean?
taking the sights.
Just
and
travel around the
recording
world,
videos and everything.
I've
You
been a
know.
lot of places too. But I'd like to explore more.
Nah, definitely. I want to travel a lot more. I mean, I get nervous on flights a
Bro,
lot.
I hate flying, but I like flying. Like I hate flying, but I
the-
like going places.
I hate the way the seats are set up because I'm tall. So
Mhm.
it's
You a
just
big
like,
dude, bro.
None of the seats are comfortable
me-
at all. Like
you-
it's just like you
you-
have to be in first class.
But that's the thing, right? That's what I'm about to get to, bro. If you want to be comfortable on a flight, bro, you got to get your fucking money up, man.
yeah, you gotta get
You know
in
what I
first
mean?
class.
Because you got to get on that first class, bro.
And the kid behind you.
Start kicking your seat and shit.
And then I just want to.
Judo chop.
Nah, a client,
What the fuck?
a client did some fucked up shit to me. Actually, like we were traveling somewhere. I forgot where we were going, but like basically he got me a seat, like literally like right in front, like right there, like right by first class,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
could smell the food and everything. And I'm seeing
smell the
people's
lobster
kids
and
running
shit.
around.
Caught a
and
whiff
like,
of the
"No,
mimosas."
Come over here. It's time to eat. They
man.
bringing the food out. I'm just like,
Smell the privilege.
Man.
Oh,
Man, you can just smell the money.
That make you want to put some work in. That make you want to put some work in.
That make you want to run that bag
Everybody
up.
deserves that experience on first class.
I bet they got their video.
plane.
I bet they got their video late. They got their video a little delayed after that.
Fuck yeah.
The what?
No, I was like the client. I was like, I bet they got their project a little late.
Oh yeah. No,
It was a little delayed.
Step it up, bro. Get a private jet.
You know what I mean? Just
It's
learn
coming.
how to
It's
fly,
coming.
bro.
Yeah.
Just learn how to fly.
Yeah, no, the pilot is the most important.
No,
part.
he shouldn't. He shouldn't drop album. We gotta let people know. Everybody don't need it to be a rapper or need a mic. 'Cause
Wait, what?
Everybody don't need a
you
mic.
said you should drop an album, right?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying like segueing like everybody don't. We need electricians.
Oh, no more rappers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We do
need,
have a lot of rappers out
We
here.
need plumbers. We need people to.
SoundCloud rappers.
No. I'm not saying him. I'm just saying like generally, like
I used to freestyle, but I'm not going to do it right now.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
From time to time, you know.
I mean, you know, hey,
Say
if I'm
it.
in the mood.
He like, look, bro. I'm known to drop a couple bars, bro.
Bro, I was, you know those corny freestyles I do sometimes?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said that to my girl, and she's like, what would your rap name be? I said, Lil Donkey. And I said, no, wait. Fat penis?
What is going on? What is he talking about?
I don't even know.
See, we had a path we were on.
Oh my god. That nigga said, "Hey man, it's your man, it's your boy, Skinny Penis." Oh,
Bro,
Skinny
he made a
Penis.
second video, I found it years later, and the camera opens up and he's smiling.
He starts crying.
He just starts crying and then the video cuts off.
That's literally insane.
I don't. Do you know what they're
Entire
talking
body
about?
of work.
I don't know where this just
Yeah,
went.
I don't know what they're talking about right now. I don't know
but
what.
I was just talking about a meme. I was just talking about a meme I saw.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the private jet. And to answer your question, I actually this year I've been focusing actually back on acting. So earlier on, like in my career, like I said, I did videos with LeanSquad and stuff. And you know, whenever
Malcolm
they
Hankerson.
needed,
Yeah,
Saeed,
man.
like Retro,
Yeah.
Lean. I actually, Lord of God.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, he's not-
crazy.
he's
They
not
don't know these
from
people,
there.
bro.
Actually, I'm trying to think. Was LeanSquad before Loader Squad?
Loiter
It might have been around the
I
same
don't know.
time. I don't
It
know.
might have been around.
I think y'all was coming up around the same time.
But either
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
either way, shout out Lean Squad.
Yeah,
Shout out
because
Lean
they
Squad.
carry
was popping when I was in high
Beanard,
school. I
Lean,
ain't
Retro,
graduated.
Yeah, they-
Saeed,
they-
everybody.
They
man.
carry
Braedon,
they
everybody
carry
in Lean
content
Squad.
for a good few years.
Like
they
2015 up to about like 2000.
2020, bro.
yeah.
Man,
Pre-2015 Tyler the Creator.
Hey, bro. I don't know about that.
it was a different time.
Oh wait,
don't know
where
about
did that come
I
from?
don't know. I don't
The
know.
Lawyer Squad. Before
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what?
I was like, his music
Nah,
alright.
man.
Yeah, I was like,
Shout out Lean Squad though.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for real, man.
Yeah,
Those
man.
are bros.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Were they
just
content creators.
yeah. Actually, most of
They
us
were content
kinda-
creators before that term. Like,
Yeah, like we was all ahead of
like
our
these niggas
time.
are like legit, like
because like
on
before that,
MTV.
they were
on
just
Atlanta.
friends, right? They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
just,
So pretty much all of us went to high school together
Mm-hmm.
except for Lean. Lean was
Yeah.
in Atlanta at the time, which is crazy because Lean actually went to high school with Emmanuel Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
man. But yeah, these guys are on MTV. Retro was on Atlanta, the Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
that
remember
shit-
when that happened. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he got memed immediately.
Beanard
Yeah.
got the Billy bounce into Fortnite and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
they ain't want to
Like,
give this
Well,
man
yeah.
They
credit.
don't want to give him credit, bro, but I'm gonna give him credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say he didn't get it in. They stole it.
Yeah, they
and
definitely
he had
stole
to
it.
fight. He had
but
to
that's,
fight
but
for that.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like that's that influence, though. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
The
for
fact that he
real.
was that influential.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
somebody as big as Fortnite was like, yo, like we need that.
Say
You know
people
what I mean?
still like, 'cause you
And
know,
people still do that
Everybody's
shit,
doing
yeah.
like TikTok dances. It's like ingrained in like those regular
in
standard
like
moves.
in like
So-
like dance culture almost.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I'll be on Twitter sometimes. I just be scrolling.
And
I
you just see
a
it.
GIF of this nigga
Yeah.
Retro just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you like, damn, I shot that shit.
yeah,
I edited
man.
that shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
I always see Lean's when he's like Steve Harvey.
Oh.
When he's like,
Oh,
let,
yeah.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you. I be seeing that.
Let me
all
tell
the
you, I'm
time.
like, bro, Braedon shot that shit, bro. That's crazy.
I had to-
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
So
Braedon,
it's
bro.
just like I never, because I was never really a big Twitter person. So I was never really on Twitter. Once they made the move from like Instagram to Twitter, like I seen things were popping, but I had no idea. Like
That it was gonna
literally,
go
like
that-
before I was driving, like I used to ride the bus, and it was just like people used to like kind of be staring at me. And this, I mean, you could speak to it like even like us going up to like PG Community College back in the day. Like one time, like it was me, I think Zaid and Retro. Like we were walking and like literally like a group of kids just came out of nowhere and just started like trampling us. Like it was weird. And I remember specifically a friend of mine that I went to the private school I got kicked out of. Like he was just randomly walking while this was happening, and he was just looking at me. Like I always say, it's like that random time you just like, oh, that's just Braedon. Yeah, and he was just, and his look, his expression on his face was just kind of like, what the fuck? Yeah. Why are these kids all just, what the fuck? Yeah. You that nigga? Yeah. That's. I'm going back to class now. But
I just want to say, bro. You that nigga. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead, though. You know what I mean?
But definitely the acting is something that I'm definitely focusing on this year, getting back in. Wait, what'd you say?
No, I was about to say, Vince, control yourself.
What'd he do? What'd he do?
No, I was just playing.
He can't wipe his nose.
I was just
I mean, yeah, like I said, so I'm just...
Justin want Vince to do some wild shit. That's what it is.
You want to talk about okay? All right, I ain't going. I ain't talking about bringing personality.
Oh, where you about to go now?
No. Hey, I ain't an innocent bystander. I am just here.
Go ahead.
But no, I mean, just really getting. I'm still doing videography. I mean, I've won some awards as a filmmaker. I'm proud to call myself a independent filmmaker now, award-winning independent filmmaker.
Excuse me.
Put the sauce on
that. Talk about it, man.
Give me my credit, my respects, all that.
Run that. Run that. That boy charge a fee, man.
Hey, he said it. I did.
Hey, man, that boy charge a hefty fee.
But nah, I mean, those are the main things I'm working on. I mean, really, my dream really is to create like a TV show, like.
Fuck yeah.
Especially like about this area, because there's so many talented motherfuckers like from the DMV period. Like I don't want to just take
all
this
aspects in all categories.
Yeah, it's so many like
we
even
have so many athletes. We have so many singers and rappers and entertainers, bro.
Like even like that school Wise. Like I always hold Wise like kind of like a special place like in my heart, because it was like
that's where a lot of that shit started for.
Exactly, and like when I was younger, like because. It was another friend of mine that went to Wise, but she was like a little bit older than me. So every time we would pass that school, I'd be like, I never seen a school like that. Why do they have blue glass? And I just always looked at it. It was like, that's like...
It's like a utopia almost.
Yeah, like it's like this like artistic school, but it's a high school. It's not a... But I mean, it kind of is like an art school.
Like on the outside, aesthetically, it's like some shit you see on Disney Channel and shit.
Exactly. So I was just like, I want to go to that school. And then
or carbon copy of flowers, basically. That's what it was. Hey. No, I mean, because like if you look at flowers and Wise,
if you look at flowers and you look at Wise, they're the same fucking school.
But Wise is just bigger, like because they have
more glass.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. It's not my fault.
No,
take this up with the county.
I mean, I really don't care. Like,
so they like the idea and they made it better.
Yeah. And it worked because
it worked.
Like I think like academically they're great. Like sports wise,
football
they
team,
they had Bronny playing there. I think earlier this year or last year, like LeBron James Jr.
Yeah,
like they had him. Like they host tournaments in there and everything. So whatever the plan was, it worked. So hey.
Yeah, but they just lost in football. Like I think it was like last year for the first time.
First time, bro. And they lost the Flowers. Yeah. I was at that game.
That make you feel good?
Yeah, feel good? They was beating our ass for years. So
I was at that game because Master Lloyd's son, Lloyd Irvin III, played for Flowers. And basically now like he's got offers from Virginia Tech, Maryland, like all D1 shit, you know, Marshall. And so basically Master Lloyd was like, yo, Mike, like I need you to come through and record my son's, like this is his last game. It's the biggest rivalry in the state of Maryland for high school football games and shit. You know, and that's facts, you know. And so he was like, yo, I need you to pull up, bro, because he used to go to Bishop McNamara, but they kicked him out. And so he was like, yeah, like I need somebody to like record this video so I can send these out to like colleges and schools and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I was at that game, bro, and that was oh my god, bro. Like I ain't think Flowers was gonna do it, bro. I thought they was gonna lose like shit.
Nah, I mean,
like, I was at Wise like while that shit was happening, bro. Yeah.
Nah, they had to go through a bit of a rebuilding because Mayo retired, so that was like their coach for a long time. So Yeah, once they went through that whole rebuild, they had a bunch of. They had Cato June. He was a former NFL player. He was a linebacker for the Colts and a bunch of other people.
Shit, okay.
Stuff,
So somebody legit, somebody know what they're doing.
Yeah, so I don't think he's there anymore, but they.
I wouldn't.
They've been doing their thing though. So
fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. So I want to ask for what's gonna be my first and final question directly to you, Braedon. Is like, okay, pretend I'm 18 years old, right? I'm just getting out of high school. I have a job, but it's a dead end job. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to find my way, right? For somebody with your accolades and your success, what advice would you give to me so I can come out of my current circumstances, i.e. make some fucking cash, make some money, or just, find my passion, find something I'm good at. You know what I mean? What advice would you give to an 18-year-old that's just trying to find their way?
I would say, first kind of look at like what do you like to do really? Like what interests you for real? Like like for me, like it was movies. Like I'm literally no different than any content creator, anyone else out here. We were talking about that on the phone. Like I just started early. I just knew what I wanted to do. I just started building it, and then stuff just started happening. But yeah, I would definitely say find something that you love, because nobody wants to go to a job that they really don't love or they want to go to. Yes, priorities come first.
Yeah, you gotta pay bills.
You gotta pay bills. You gotta put money on the table, and all of that's cool. But if you're not really getting any type of joy or like anything from it, I just feel like that's just a terrible life to live. Because you're always going to be thinking in your head, regretting, like, man, I should have did this. Or it might be somebody that you went to high school with. You be like, man, I used to see him in the hallway all the time, man. How the fuck how he blow up?
That shit happened to me on Facebook recently, but go ahead.
Man, but yeah, just stay consistent. Once you find what you want to do, just build goals for yourself. Try to stay consistent. Keep challenging yourself creatively. Build an audience off of that. Everything doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. Like you can start literally small and build yourself up. Like we got the cameras and lights in here. Y'all doing the same thing. It's just staying consistent in that and building, and you're gonna learn as you go on. Like you're basically your own teacher at the end of the day. Like you're gonna learn so many lessons just from going through struggles. But you gotta keep going. If you don't keep going, then you're not gonna get there.
Yeah, because I think
I was just about to ask you what you had to add.
Well, because I was like similar to that. Like people may think that like, oh, you got on because you had popular friends or whatever. But people I'm saying like if somebody, I'm not saying me, fault. I'm saying like I know, but so I'm just saying like some people might have seen him and been like, oh, you were in Niles' video, that's why you came up or whatever. But people don't know that like you had years of experience of doing other stuff before. Right. It just so happened that you were in a group of friends where everybody was on the same wavelength.
I found that group of friends because, like I was saying, like in 7th grade, I was trying to find that community, that group. Like literally, when I found out I was going to Wise, like first thing I looked up. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I looked up the fights because that was the thing back then. Look up the fights. I was like, what kind of school I'm going to?
My boy Irie was in one of them jumps.
This was going on up there. Okay, cool. Okay, I know I need to. Look out. But outside of that, I actually came across.
Let me see if these niggas got hands.
I came across You Funny B, some of his content and stuff, and that's when I started to first see this stuff. I was just like, all right.
This back when he was just dancing though, right?
I mean, they were always making funny videos. Even if they were putting them on Facebook, and nobody was like looking at it or whatever. I just happened to end up finding it and coming across it. Me and him end up being in some class together. Met up. Then he introduced me. I met
everybody else.
Everybody else. It was actually funny because it was a basketball game that they was playing after school when I met him. I was like, I'm shit at basketball, but I gotta make this work. I gotta take my opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a good impression, bro.
And so I went over there and they was like, all right, bet you could play. And so I ain't gonna lie, that was the most shittiest game of basketball I played.
But you played that motherfucker. You played that motherfucker.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's just about finding your circle, and I think that's something to this day. Like I'm still building a community for real. Like I mean, but it took a lot of work. Like me just doing different summer programs, and shout out to my mom for putting me in stuff like that, saying that I was interested in it, because a lot of parents don't support their kids on like stuff that they want to do. Like,
or they're like try to force, like if your mom was the type that would have been like, no, you're 6'4", you gonna play some type of sport,
right?
Even if you're like, Mom, I don't want to play a sport, I want to do this, but she still supported.
And they'll try to
whatever
steer
it
you
is.
in another direction.
Yeah.
She'll support you, but she'll support you in what she want you to do.
Exactly.
So thankfully you had a supportive parent. Yeah.
But to your point, like even if someone discovered that and they thought they were like, oh, like he was just hanging out with these guys and they got popping and he just was riding their coattail. Like I literally created my company around the same time, like when their videos were going viral. So it was like perfect timing. So even when they were blowing up and doing other things, like Now's is on Atlanta and with Donald Glover and stuff, like I made my own production company. Excellent Productions, just
Hey man, hey man,
shameless plug.
Right there. No, ain't no shame.
Yeah, what's it? Hey.
Ain't no shame.
It's not a porn company. Excellence Productions. XLENS Productions.
Did you hear what he said?
No, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Oh man,
not yet.
It's
Not a porn
wild
company.
One, right?
That's
a wild one.
That's a silly goose. The goose is loose.
But yeah.
Keep me around for a reason.
But yeah, man. But I mean, that's the biggest thing I'm probably proud about, because it's just I built it myself. Like I did it on my own. Like I found a community of people that I could network and work with, and I just made it work for me.
And I think that's kind of the thing that people like sometimes have a hard time remembering, where it's like everybody starts at zero. Like nobody makes a profile unless you already have it a pre-established following. Like you've been an actor for 15 years and you just decide to
like Will Smith.
Like Holly Berry joining Twitter, where like she wasn't online, and then all of a sudden she just made a Twitter,
and then everybody jumps over.
Now she got like 1.5 million or whatever. So it's like, like you got to start somewhere. Like, and sometimes people feel like if you don't start, you'll never know where you're actually gonna.
I love Will Smith.
These niggas have their own.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I was trying to stay the course, but
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. It was like my uncles.
Hey man, my mom used to date Martin Lawrence's brother back in the day.
For real?
Yeah, I told her I was like, Mom, you dropped the bag, bro. You fucked up, bro.
Wow.
I was like, you fucked up.
That was another thing that was like inspiring growing up too. Like in
that
this area.
they're from here.
Yeah, like the neighborhood that I used to live in, like in Landover. Like Martin Lawrence, like I don't think he lived in the exact neighborhood, but it was like the neighborhood like
close
up
enough.
the street.
Yeah.
Like over by FedEx.
Like you don't got to go too far. Yeah.
I was just like, damn.
Even guys like Genuine and Tank. You know
all of that.
Tank went to my high school. You know what I mean? And I spent Christmas with Genuine at his house when I was 16. My boy Jaquan is his nephew. And one day he was just like, yeah, bro, I don't know what you got going on Christmas Eve, bro, but like if you want to come over to my uncle's house, that's cool. I never asked who his uncle was. I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, yeah, I mean, cool, bro. Like you come over to my house and spend the night all the time. I go over your mom's house and shit. Like we good, right? Literally, I walk in his mom's crib, right, for like the first time in like 9th grade. That's when I met him. But this happened when I was like 16, like 11th grade, 12th grade. And I walk in and she has like a whole shrine of Genuine, like all his albums and pictures and everything. But I'm thinking like, okay, his mom's just a super fan, because my mom loved him. You know what I mean? And then he's like, yeah, like 2-3 years later, he's like, yo, like come over to my uncle's house and shit. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. We go down past La Plata. We come to like this big, gigantic white house with G's on the gate and everything. I said, damn, bro, your uncle got money like shit. And he was just like, oh, haha, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's dark outside, like pitch black outside.
Whoa.
And we're like taking like all the food trays and shit, taking them out the car, passing them down and everything. And I've never heard Genuine talk before. So he just comes up behind me. He's like, hey, man, young man, I got that. I said, yeah, man, cool. All right, cool. I ain't even look. Right. I was like, yeah, man, all right, cool. And I just grabbed something else. And I turn around, we're walking in the house and everything. And I'm walking right behind him. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this dude got some nice ass hair. Nigga. What the fuck? This nigga got waves and shit, nigga. What the fuck, bro? He put the shit down on the kitchen counter, turns around. I'm like, oh, whoa, what? I was like, bro, hold on, bro. Like, you Genuine. And then Jaquan was, oh, yeah, bro, that's my uncle, man.
It was like, you ain't say that.
I was like,
Want an autograph?
I was like, what, bro? And then his mom is like, yeah, that's my baby brother.
Wow.
I said, bro, like, nah, y'all, come on, bro. You know, like, bro, I met Soleil, everything, like the whole, like everything, bro. I sat there and I was playing Fight Night 2 on his PlayStation. I was spanking that nigga, bro. Spanking that nigga, bro. I had to let that be known, bro. I was spanking that nigga, bro.
Celebrity stories.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a whole 8 hours just at his house, bro, chilling with him, bro.
Wow.
And I'm like, damn, like, I was like, I didn't know you lived out here. He was like, bro, I went to Oxon Hill High School. I'm from here. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah. So,
Like, damn, bro, if
lot
you
of people-
can, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
it's a lot of people
was
from
his
there.
backup,
And that's his man. Yeah. I was
Backup
like,
singer.
and Tank went to my high school. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Kamal, his mom, then they could be hanging out with like Jeremy and Doug and all the little fat brown skinned dude.
I know what you're talking about.
His mom,
Yeah.
that's their cousin, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, Tank is their cousin. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Hey, be like that.
Yeah, that's R&B royalty, bro. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
y'all from Maryland? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, because I know.
accents too.
Man,
Yeah, and then there
my
was-
mom was cool with Tracy before she passed.
And it was I'm not sure if y'all know who Navarro Bowman is.
Nah, not by
He's
name.
a football player. He went to Suitland.
Oh, wow.
And he played for the 49ers.
Oh, shit.
Helped them go to the Super Bowl and everything.
Oh, shit.
It was.
Do you need to check the camera?
No, I already did. Yeah.
I remember it was 1 year. My friend's church, Bobby, he's the lead pastor at First Baptist of District Heights, and they had like a turkey bowl or whatever. So
And he was there?
Well, we just wrapped up, and that's when all the like giant sized men came.
Yeah, start walking
and
in.
they were playing like full on
Like, they make
tackle.
Vince look small.
Yeah, like they were playing full on tackle.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we left at a good time. Because
they was going to eat up everything.
Yeah, like it's one of them things like when you see people on TV, all the equipment and
You
everything,
don't think-
you don't really realize how big
There's some big
Yeah.
dudes,
they are
man.
until like
those some big dudes.
like he had
man.
this big ass truck he pulled in on. He was like, "What's up?" It was like, "Hello, sir."
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
You
like
start getting respectful.
yeah, 'cause I was like, he was cool, but
Nah.
again, like when you see people in person, you're like, oh, yeah, you really as big. Like, you know, like you see like 6'5", 240, whatever. But then when you see them, you're like, oh, that's like, yeah.
I've seen, because like again, like I've met Genuine. And Genuine, he's skinny, you know what I mean? But he's like 6'2", 6'3". But he had a picture with him and Tank. And I was like, bro, there's a reason why they call that nigga Tank, bro. That nigga big as shit. Man, what the fuck? I was like, yo, what? And then, like I said, Kamal's mom, that's her cousin, and she has a picture of him as well. Shorty's like 5'2", 120, and like he's like a giant to her, bro. And I'm like, I see him on music videos and BET and shit all the time. You never would, like you say, like you never would think, like, damn, that's a big dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who else is from Maryland that people don't really know? Aaron Magruder. You know what Aaron Magruder is? The creator of Boondocks.
Oh, really?
I used to read the
He's from
Boondocks
Maryland?
literally in the paper strips before it became a TV show.
He's from Maryland?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
A comic?
Yeah, it was like a
It was like a newspaper article, like a news comic.
So
at
it,
first.
started as a
strip.
newspaper strip, but then it
Yeah.
became the show.
Yeah.
Damn. And he from here?
Yeah.
Jeez, bro.
So all of these things I was using kind of like as
like if they can do
inspiration.
it,
Yeah. Like if they can do it. They from here. I know they
Fuck
talented as hell. Like
Fuck yeah.
everybody loves the Boondocks.
Man.
I mean,
My cousin's seen it yet.
I mean, I know about
I
it.
showed
Yeah.
some clips sometimes,
Yeah.
but I can't laugh too hard.
Yeah, because I know enough about it, but when Vince is like, yo, you remember in this episode when this happened? I was like, nah. I just know like the funny clips on TikTok. Like I don't.
bruh, the R. Kelly episode, bro. Like back then, like that was viral before viral.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
The
I'm
one
scared.
When Tom was possessed by Stink Meter Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Ruckus came and he laid out the weapons to fight, and he said,
It was a
"Child
book.
application."
Yeah.
It's very powerful niggatry at work. I know shit like that. I know shit like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't sat and watched an episode.
Yeah, that used to be my shit.
That's
like,
crazy
I used to
that dude's
literally
from
like
Maryland.
Like I would study these shows like Martin and all of the Fresh Prince. I would learn all of these movies, and then I would go back to school and kind of like do like a stand. I was still in their shit. I was just going to stand.
Fuck it,
but
bro.
I would do voices, impressions, like Cat Williams. I'll start talking like this, you son of a bitch. Like I would, I really like, and that's why like I'm kind of really excited to get back into acting because it's like people don't really see that side of me for real. Like they haven't seen that. They just know Braedon behind the camera,
Behind the lens.
Yeah.
And then it's also that element of like people forget, because again, like I think people forget how connected the area is, especially with like how many people have gone through like churches and stuff.
Yeah,
especially like stage acting and everything.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people that I've met just being in Christmas plays and everything like that. Like it's
Christmas plays.
Bro, I was in a lot. I was in a lot of plays coming up in church, bro. Like a lot, and then sometimes because my mom's a minister, a lot of the times like I would have to go up, like I would have to go up and like introduce her and like address the church and everything like that. So when it comes to like public speaking stuff, I never really get nervous. So like when I would see other people who are just like trying to break into that world and they're just like this and shit like that. It was really hard for me to connect, you know, because I used to want to act too. Actually, I was just talking to Justin like a week ago about how I wanted to like, you know, try to get back into it. Like I want to get some headshots done and like, you know, start doing like work as like an extra and shit like that. And I don't maybe land a speaking role or some shit like that. So I've definitely thought about it.
Yeah. And
I might be able to hook you up with something. It's a
shit,
film I'm working on. I don't know if I should name it right now.
Talk to me like that.
I don't want to.
do that, motherfucker.
I don't want to say something and then be like, "Oh yeah, we're not doing that movie no
That's
more."
one thing. That's one thing I always pride myself. Like I try not to get. Not necessarily. I'm not saying you're getting ahead of yourself.
No.
But like when I'm working on a project, I don't talk about it until it's done.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah. Like I try not to address it until it's done. Like I pondered on Forsaken Pride for about 4 months, you know, until I finally had everything that I needed. You know what I mean? Then I was like, hey, Justin, you want to hop on this shit? Yo, Vince, you want to hop on this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to wait until like I had it. You know what I mean? Even like with Fat to Fit Athletics, my coaching company. You know, I was like, yo, like, I thought about that for years. You know what I mean? But then I was like, hold on, bro, I got to make sure that you know I look like this and I have this structure and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it took me a solid 2 years of just building everything before I was like, oh hey. By the way, and I coach people. You know what I mean? And niggas like, oh shit, where the fuck that come from?
Right, like literally, like you hitting me up like for the Aspire back
for
in 2019. Like literally the last time I saw you was like probably like 2012 or 13. And now I'm talking to you in 2019. It's just like
how the
yo,
fuck?
man, how you been, man? You was like, yo, I got an idea. I've been putting some things together, you know. I want to do this thing for photographers, videographers, for the artists.
Yeah, bring some models around.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some models, Union Market. You know, it's gonna be a whole vibe.
Me and Braedon would get together and like make ads and like commercials and shit like that together and stuff.
It's okay.
But
I'm a real nigga, yo.
Yeah.
I'm a real nigga. I showed up to that. We made that up on the spot. That wasn't scripted or nothing.
Yeah, he showed love, man. That was crazy because like again, like that was another thing. Like I had been planning on that because I've had 333 Studios for 7 years now. Okay. And I planned on that year 2. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until year 4 when the Inspire event came to be. I had already reached out to yourself and all the other co-hosts and everything of the event. I had already reached out to models and everything like that to come through. I had already reached out to Union Market. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure I had it all.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, well, let's publicize it now. You know what I mean? So I pride myself on that. So I'm glad that you mentioned that as well.
Nah, I definitely appreciate you for letting me be a part of that. Because like
that was showing up to that motherfucker, bro.
That was, I mean, I know how you feel about it, but that was still like a really big thing though. Like just to get that group of creators together to just work and just network and everything. Like it was just a good experience.
I really do want to do it again.
We definitely need to do. I feel like this area in a whole needs some type of. We need something because it's just too many talented people here.
It's free, bro,
and everyone is leaving. Like it's like our generation is like Maryland. no one really lives here. Like I lived in Atlanta for 2 years, and you know I moved just because I just wanted to better myself, and I just wanted to just do more.
But what you're saying right now, right? That mentality of like, oh, I just wanted to better myself and do more. Yeah, you know that's kind of stigmatized because it's like, yo, I'm not saying you should have. No. Most people, you know, you can better yourself and do more here.
That's the thing. A lot of people were saying
it's not a lot of growth in this area. You know what I mean?
And people don't support one another a whole lot too.
And that's because like I've seen it a lot within like the
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Because like I've noticed that a lot.
I need to follow you on Instagram.
You're not gonna find a lot.
Yeah, he don't really post much on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he need that.
Yeah. But no, I've seen that a lot in music too. Like a lot within like the music scene. Yeah. Like literally, like they'll spend all the time like beefing with each other and trying to claim. But it's like, bro, like as many rappers as there are, there's no reason why like
clout chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's,
Bro,
there's no reason.
think of Corday, YB and Corday. Nigga literally grew up like I'm so serious, bro. Like the nigga grew up 5 minutes walking distance from my house. Wow. We went to the same middle school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he ended up going to LA and getting an opportunity elsewhere from Maryland, from PG County. There's so many like multiple interviews of him talking about his experience out here, you know?
Yeah, IDK used to like my pictures. Like I used to do photography in high school. Like he used to like my pictures. Now
you know IDK, right?
He's really big.
Bro, bro, I spent 3 years as Jason's creative director, JIDK.
Wow.
I spent 3 years as his creative director.
Nah, I definitely fuck with his music.
I got his old number. I got his old number. I got his new number.
His new shit fire.
And I mean, it's amazing, bro. Like he's doing features with Offset, and everything. But like honestly, but like we would spend a lot of time together because I met Marcel Garrett at Prince George's County Community College. He was like a fashion designer and shit.
That was like a hub for like a long time. I always call that like 13th grade.
That's
what it is.
It's like the amount of people.
So he was a fashion designer with Equota Clothing. He made his own line. He was fucking with Chris and Levi. That's my nigga. So, exactly. Nigga. We stay cool, and nigga, that's my man. You know. So like I was hanging with Christian and Levi, and then they introduced me to Marcel because I wanted to model at that time, and so Marcel gave me a whole bunch of Equota clothes. I still have those clothes, but I've grown so I can't fit them. But I still have those clothes and everything. So one day, you know, I got the photography bug. You know what I mean? I met Justin, I met you, and I got the photography bug. And then Marcel was like, "Yo, like we kind of need some pictures, bro." You know, I was like, I was doing shit for free because I was like, well, I don't want to charge you like $100, $200, and this shit is ass. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just do it. You know. So they literally called me. They're like, yo, Mike, we outside, bro. You think you can come with us out Manassas with Kenny Parker? I said, who the fuck is Kenny Parker, bro? And he was like, yeah, all right, cool. So I get in the car, bro. JIDK in the back seat, bro.
Literally, like they know everybody. Like it was literally like this in high school
we drove
too.
To
like
Arby's and shit, nigga. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I'm eating Arby's with JIDK, bro. Like,
it's crazy. I went to high school with these people. Like I'm so proud of them for real. Like shout out to y'all.
And at the time, y'all seem like y'all know his body of work. So it's it's at the time that 2 hoes dropped. And I was like, damn, nigga, like this nigga hot right now. You know what I mean? This nigga just in the back seat of a Nissan Sentra.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know who you around,
bro,
for real.
And the nigga just eating Arby's, bro, chilling. Like, oh, what's up, bro?
Nah, because when I went to Douglas, when I transferred from Flowers to Douglas, there's his name's Kamal. He goes, his Instagram's like Kamal World.
You and I went out to eat one day, and his shit was on the radio.
Yeah, because I remember like I left Douglas after 11th grade because my folks moved, so I went back to Flowers, and it was one random year I was playing Madden, and I was like, this voice sounds familiar as fuck. And then I saw the name pop up, and I was like, oh, so
this
then,
nigga in Madden.
Yeah, like he was in. I think it was like Madden 19 or Madden 18.
This nigga in Madden.
And then we caught up a little bit and everything, and then it's just like you never really know who like what that moment is, and then like there's so. Thinking about like how Ari Lennox went to Largo.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where she came. Her and Rico Nasty blew up fast.
Bro,
shit,
Rico Nasty grew up in my grandma neighborhood in Suitland, bro. I was like, where the fuck? Yeah. I was like, wait. She from Andrews? And they was like, yeah. I'm like, no, like Bartow Ave? She was like, yeah. I was like, nah, my grandmother lived right here.
Right.
Like, how the fuck? Where was you at?
Right.
I ain't never seen you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Because like it's funny enough. A friend of mine, he shout out Devin Wheeler. He's a producer, or he was. I'm not sure if he still is now, but he produced a lot of stuff for Ari early on.
Yeah.
2011, 2012, and it's amazing to see like where she's at now.
Grammys, galas, fuck
so she on tour,
man.
And then you're right, Rico Nasty just kind of came out of nowhere.
like literally, I think Retro, like I think they had met up or did like a comedy skit or something, because back then like everybody was linking up. I remember Retro to this day, like he's literally like before Lil Yachty was popping, like he was hanging out with Lil Yachty, and like I was like. And he was like, yo, this Lil Yachty. I'm like, who the fuck is Lil Yachty? Who the fuck
is that?
Yeah. Who's talking about boats? I was looking at him. I was like, bro, I don't even care. This don't even sound that good. He was like, yo, he signed to QC. I was like the Migos? He was Skipper the Flipper? Yeah. Skipper the Flipper? And he was like, yeah. Like, he gonna be hot. And then next thing you know,
one night drop.
One night drop. They literally like
went on tour.
I was supposed to be in that music video.
Oh,
They literally called. Like I was driving to his house.
I remember Nas was in that.
Yeah,
joint,
he called
bro.
me. I was on the road to his house. He was like, "What you doing right now?" I was like, "On the way to your house, to hang out with your like his brother or whatever, like Zaid
brother,
or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, I'm at the barbershop. Yo, we might be going to New York because Lil Yachty people just emailed me." And so at this time, you know, like Lil Yachty is still blowing up, but like I said, like I'm just kind of like,
it's like you never
Lil
know.
Yachty, you know, whatever. And then they actually went up there, and the music video dropped, and this nigga blew up, and it's just like, man, I wanted to be in that video, man.
Bro,
Come on,
because
man.
Niles got hella FaceTime in that video.
Then
bro.
they start hanging out with Ray Shrimmer, and Ray Shrimmer was popping at this time. Like that album was out and everything. It's just like
Shrimp Life.
I'll never forget. It was one Broccoli Fest. This how I knew Niles and Bernard like were on like a way higher level than me. Like I'll never forget. Like I was at Broccoli Fest and I just happened to be there recording with some other people working.
Yeah.
And I ran into them, so we were saying what's up or whatever, and then like they had like backstage passes or whatever, so they're like with the artists and stuff, and so it was like this gate, and so it's like this hill, so I can literally see them on top of this hill. Mind you, we just was around each other a few. Okay.
That's the win.
Maybe I shouldn't be telling this story. All right, God, I'm gonna just wrap it up.
Hey, God said chill out on
But no, I was looking at them as like they was on this hill, and it's just kind of surreal because it's just like, damn, like
that's literally insane, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you never know who you never know, bro.
You never know who's gonna blow up. Yeah.
It'd be so many opportunities, bro, that you look at when you're young. In that time that you're young, it's like, nah, man, I ain't gonna fuck with that nigga, bro. I don't know that nigga, bro.
Right.
Then like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, like, damn.
Yeah,
fuck, man. I should have been in that. I should have been in that music video
with Kyle, like the dude that got the
Super
song.
Duper Kyle.
Yeah, this is like before I Spy came out. So it's just like
Way
I
before.
I don't know. We at the Fillmore, like I'm just like they're all having a good time. Like I was kind of being antisocial, but I was kind of tired because I came there to record, but the Fillmore, they get a little shaky with that. So I had to put the camera away. So I just once again I kind of felt like, man, I don't have the camera. Like, what am I doing right now? Yeah. And it's just like they just talking about music and everything, and then literally like I Spy comes out and he just blows up.
Blew the fuck up, bro.
It's crazy.
And blew the fuck up, man. So you never know, bro. You know, sometimes, and this is a lot of positive shit that can be implemented into these young men, bro.
Yeah,
just taking that leap of faith.
Yeah, it can literally happen for anyone. Like even congratulations with your stuff on TikTok. Like I see you blowing up. I was
randomly,
like,
bro.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's randomly, but it's not, because it's similar. That's what I mentioned earlier about like you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I've been posting on TikTok for like 3-4 years. So if anything, it's like the right thing.
It's finally
like the right thing kicked off.
Yeah.
But it's like now that I know how to maintain it, so it's not like one video blew up and I'm
Justin
like,
got like 1 million like views on videos and shit.
For real,
like,
that's
bro,
what's up, man.
Like,
I remember I never told you this, but like I used to watch like YouTube videos of you, like little stuff that you had on your YouTube page.
do skits and shit.
Yes, man. Like I was like, man, they're so cool, man. I wish I could hang out with them. I want to go to First Baptist. I just want to hang out with people that's making videos and stuff.
Wait a minute.
I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call it that.
Was so wholesome.
it's all wholesome and vintage.
No.
He gotta come with this one.
When I was a kid, I wanted to get behind the camera, and I kind of was shy, and I didn't want to be cringy, so I just kept going along, and I kind of regret it, not really, but I wish that I kind of went with that wind.
Bro, do it now.
I was say the whole thing.
I've always loved photography.
Do it now.
That's the thing. It's never too late, because I remember when I was in art school.
I much prefer being behind the camera.
Yeah,
do it now.
Yeah, because I'm like literally when I was in art school, I was like 17, 18. I had classmates that were like 61, 62, and they're just like, I just needed a fresh start. Like I just wanted to try something different.
When I was younger. I always wanted to do it. Yeah,
and like that. At a young age, that kind of put my mind in a different perspective, where I'm like, I'm in class with somebody that could be like my grandfather or my grandmother, and they're trying something new. Like it's not like they had a long career in, I forgot what class it was, but like they had like a long career in drawing or whatever. They're like fresh. I'm trying to get out. I want something different. So I mean, by all means, like we got cameras. So like, if you want to, you know, even if you want to transition more into doing like the camera shit, like
it's all self-taught, bro. Like
I mean,
literally.
I like doing this with you guys. But
no, I'm saying like if there's ever a time where you want to like,
Justin and I have 2 spare cameras. I'm sure Justin has a spare laying around. Not necessarily saying the niggas just going here, bro, give it to you. But it's like, look, bro, if you need that shit for like a week, bro, or you want to pop out on a shit. I mean, we always get together on Saturdays anyway, right? For Forsaken Pride and everything. What if there's a day when it's like, hey, you know, let's skip the podcast today and let's just go out and just take pictures. All 3 of us take pictures. We used to do that shit all the time because Wendy my girlfriend wanted to be a model, you know. And Justin's wife, you know, she's a stylist, she's a makeup artist and everything.
So we would plan a whole
and we would plan a whole trip around Wendy's photo shoot. Like Justin's wife Cameron would literally go and be like, "Hey, Wendy, you know, cash out me $200 and I'm gonna go buy these clothes for you." You know what I mean? They would sit down and do Wendy's makeup and everything like that. Justin and I would prep the cameras and stuff. Justin and I would find a location, you know, like some nice shit. Like bro, I can show you so many pictures. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find some because I can find so many pictures in my phone of when, you know, me, Justin, and Cameron and I all teamed up just to, you know, try to nurture Wendy. Like that was her dream. That's what she wanted to do at the time. So we was just like, hey, bro, like we won't fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I mean, Vince, bro, it's not far fetched, bro. You know what I mean? Like niggas could do that shit.
Yeah, because like honestly, like when I first got into acting, like pre-acting, I really was like I was social, but I really wasn't.
I'm gonna put him in the chat because I don't want to keep passing my phone around.
Okay. But yeah, like I was social, but I really wasn't. I was very like to myself, only really talk to people if I needed to. And I wanted to do something different because, you know, like playing sports, you really don't have to talk to people. You just kind of like grunt in a direction. And it's just like, you know, unless you're playing like, well, at least like with football, but like, you know, so it was just like, all right, I remember like I stopped playing football and I got into acting, and literally I was like, look, this is the most uncomfortable shit that I'm doing, but I want something different. So I just went headfirst into it. I remember the first improv thing I had to do was about Q-tips. They was just like, make a commercial about Q-tips. You got 5 minutes, whatever.
Oh,
and then
improv? Fuck yeah.
And then that just launched everything. So
when I was 14, 15, I got signed to this talent agency in Baltimore called Stars to Be. And that's a very similar thing that they made me do. They were like, hey, here's this Snickers bar. Sell it. Straight like that. You know what I mean? And I had to go on the fly and pretend like I was in a commercial, like on an ad. Like, I had to think about like, oh, what did I see on Cartoon Network that one time about Fruit Loops and shit? And I tried to imitate that shit into, you know, my audition. Right. And I ended up getting my audition. On the fly, nigga. Like, I was not planning that shit.
Oh, shit. That just reminded me. I did an audition one time. You never forget, like, you'll never guess who it was. Esteban from Zack and Cody.
Oh, yeah? Esteban, Julio, Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa, I mean, ass niggas. Damn, nigga, that's crazy.
And it's crazy because it was like all of these kids, it was like it had to been like 400 kids. And so I'm nervous. So they give you this script and you pick, you know, what script you want to read out.
Did you know what you was auditioning for? Or did they keep that secret?
I mean, this was kind of like an open audition. They had a whole bunch of different things. It was more for like commercials. Okay. So like they had Arby's. Like I did the Arby's one because I was like, yeah, I got a deep voice. Like I could probably implement that in.
Oh, you are auditioning to be the We Have the Meats guy.
Have the meats.
I mean, that guy was already getting his check, but but I was taking influence from that because I was like, I have a deep voice. Yeah, I can utilize that. But He was the judge of the audition. I had to audition for him because I was like, we're like the last group literally. And I went in front of him and I had the whole thing. I memorized the whole thing and I messed up on this one part. And so I finished. And so I'm like, I'm just so scared. Like I'm sweating bullets and everything. He was just like, that was actually pretty good.
Oh shit.
And I was like, really? Because you know I'm a fan of the show, so
you know who that is.
Esteban right now. I don't care what your real name is. Like you are Esteban to me, bro. And he was like, yeah, and I especially love that part where you messed up on your line when you messed up on that word right there. Yeah, man, that was great. Cool. And I was like, whoo, yeah, you sure funny, Esteban. Yeah. All right, man. Okay.
That's how that shit be though, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like I literally I was the angel Gabriel in the First Baptist's Christmas play.
Yeah.
I did it for 2 years. It was I think 2007, 2008. It's 2023 and people still remember my face
Oh yeah.
from that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they don't even know my name. They're just like, you were Gabriel, and and I'm like, y'all still remember that? Like that was.
I was in a play in high school. I had wrote it. My professor, Mr. Daggett, allowed me to be fully creative, right? And I was watching a lot of Tyler Perry movies at the time. And so I named it Dreams in Reality, where basically I was like a troubled teen, but like I came from a family with wealth and shit like that. Father had a Fortune 500 company and shit, but I just wanted to be a hood nigga, you know what I mean? I just wanted to be this badass kid and shit. And so like I had like a sister that wanted me to stray away from that path and everything, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get my own money, I'm gonna sell drugs, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, right? And basically I end up getting killed in the play, right?
Oh, pretty dark.
You know what I mean? It got dark. And we literally rented, I was in 11th grade, we literally rented a casket from a funeral home not too far from my high school.
Whoa.
I laid in the casket for a full 10 minutes. I had a closed casket.
You did this in front of your I know your mom was there.
My mom was there, yeah. And we're in the auditorium at my school. And I'm in a casket, bro. I'm literally just laying in this shit. I'm praying to God the whole time, bro. You know what I mean?
Wow. I hope they don't forget me.
No, I'm quite literally laying in the casket, bro. Yeah. And like my play family is like, they're all looking over my body and everything. The 9th graders are here. The ninth graders are here. The 10th graders are here. 11th and 12th is in the back and everything. They opened the casket because everybody thought I wasn't really in there. Right. They opened the casket and I just lay there motionless. And everybody's like, oh shit, what the fuck? My mom starts crying and everything because you're seeing your son in the casket.
Sure, yeah.
But it turns out that it was all a dream. So basically this. It wasn't like they weren't dressed up in angel garb, but it was like an angel that basically brought me out of the casket, and that was the dream. You know what I mean? Like this, and then I literally like the next shade was like everything went dark, and then it started over with just like waking up in the bed like I had a nightmare.
Oh, like if you were to continue down
if
that,
I would have went down that path, I would have got killed.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna live my life right. I wrote that shit in 11th grade.
Damn.
To this day, like Justin, to this day, people from my high school still remember that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo.
People still remember.
You should make that into a movie.
That's why I said I want to get into acting, bro. And that's actually the purpose of why I made 333 Studios, because I want to make short films, and then hopefully in the future, next 10 years or so, feature films. You know what I mean? So I mean, Vince, bro, I mean. You got 3 people, you know what I'm saying? One of them at the table, bigger than the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you have the opportunity to, if that's something you really like and something you're really passionate about, bro, I say fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no rules.
Yeah, there's no rules, bro.
Because even with this, even if you were the voice behind the camera, you still do the behind the camera stuff, but you still have a mic.
You are the reason why this show happens, because you got to monitor all that shit. You know what I mean? Because how I started in my photography journey was I was working at a shitty ass job at Toyota, selling cars. I fucking hated my life. I hated my job. This is around the time when I gained a lot of weight. You know what I mean? I went from being 165 pounds to 256. You know what I mean? Because again, bro, I'm working 10, 12-hour shifts, bro. I'm eating Chick-fil-A and McDonald's all fucking day, and I'm just sitting on my ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then by the time I get off work, I'm tired. There was no DMV Iron Gym at that point. It wasn't no 24-hour gym. So all the gyms were closed and shit. I only live 10 minutes away, so I'm going the fuck home, you know? Yeah. And then one day, this guy walks in with like a fucking bazooka on his shoulders. I was like, well, what the fuck? I started getting worried. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I walk up to him like, hey man, what are you doing? What's going on? He's like, oh no, I'm just shooting a commercial. I was like, that's not a normal camera, bro. How the fuck are you shooting a commercial? You know what I mean? And then his name was Zach. He is the son of the guy that owns Toyota that I was working at.
Wait, Zach? That's like a filmmaker? Kind of white guy, kind of skinny.
Yeah.
Got like a haircut.
Zach
on
David.
The side.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was him. Zach David Helmuth. I know him as Zach Helmuth, but Zach David on Instagram.
Yeah.
But basically, bro. So basically,
is it like ZV?
Yeah. That's my mentor. He taught me everything I know about photography and videos and everything. Yeah. And so he walks in. We're around the same age, you know. And that's Everett Helmuth's son. That guy owns Toyota. That guy's worth over $500 million, and that's his son. That's his child. And he's in like a rock band and shit called Lucy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But basically, he was like, hey,
everybody
like,
getting shot out in this
hey,
podcast.
Man, you know what I mean?
Everybody getting a shot out in this.
So he was like, yo, like I will literally teach you all that I know about photography, because at the time he had just came out of college for economics, and his dad really wanted him to be in math and numbers and finance and shit. He was like, nah, that's not my thing. I want to do this instead. You know what I mean? So Zach like invited me that same weekend. He invited me over to his house and was like, hey, bro, that same video that you saw me shooting, I'm gonna teach you how to edit it.
Wow.
You know,
and that's
dope. I didn't know anything. I didn't even have a laptop. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have shit. And he was like, bro, like this is Adobe Premiere. They make movies with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen the Avengers? They made the Avengers with Adobe Premiere. He was like, bro, so I'm gonna teach you step by step, you know, what I'm about to do. So he literally like sat me down, walked me through everything that he was doing. And then after about an hour, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a separate sequence. Try to replicate that 30-second clip. You know, and I already had all the knowledge and everything that he taught me, so I did it to the best of my abilities. But you know, I wasn't at his level. You know, there was even a time when I was first learning how to do that shit. I think I brought a video over to you that he shot in South Carolina, and I was like, "Yo, Justin, like, can you help me with this shit, bro?" You know what I mean? And Justin and I sat down and went through the whole thing and stuff. So Zach, literally, like everything I know about cameras, producing, photography, videography, I learned it all from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. On accident. On accident. I was just like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? And that was it. You know, the rest is history.
So would you want to like practice with the podcast? Like if you're doing more behind the scenes stuff, like would you want to practice with the podcast?
Maybe we get him to edit a reel.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy editing those.
Fuck yeah. Get this nigga.
I enjoy being on the podcast.
Okay. No, I was just saying
but even still, right, you could learn, because again, right, today.
You mean like maintaining the camera?
No. So it's how everything was set up today, right? Yeah. So like how I was like, hey Justin, while I'm setting up the computer and the mics and the pod track and everything and making sure there's space on the SD card, making sure this is there, Braedon's getting the light and everything together. We spent 30 minutes just trying to find this angle so that it can work, right? Yeah. How Justin and I did all of that analytical thinking, you could do that as well.
Yeah, while I was standing over here, I was wishing that I could help out.
Well, you can. Yeah,
that's what we saying. That's what we saying. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like if that's the duty you want to take on, then by all means, like we'll stand aside.
Because I think the three of us can all speak, especially when it comes to videos. Yeah. Right. Like I could sit here and shoot this water bottle. That's literally like when Zach would like give me homework and shit, he would make me take pictures of water bottles. I say that shit to you all the time. He made me take pictures of Deer Park water bottles because he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have you work on something that doesn't move. You can manipulate it in any way you'd like. Yeah. But I want a shot of this water bottle, right? And then I had one cat at the time, and so I was like, okay, well, now that I can take a picture or a video of a still object, let me try to do something of a object I can't control. You know, a cat won't do whatever the fuck a cat wants to do. Yeah. You tell a cat to come here, it's not going to do that. You know what I mean? You tell a cat lay down, it's like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga talking to. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That won't shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, what if I focus on something that I can't control, something that is going to move on its own? And then I just started getting better and better and better. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is like how Justin, Braedon, and I all kind of came together and was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, Braedon does this, Justin does this, and then we got the show set up, right? You could do that, you know, but even still, even outside of the podcast, if you just want to borrow my camera for a day, or you want me and Justin to come with you and you just do a mock photo shoot, take some pictures of fucking leaves and nature or shit, or take pictures of us. We both need content. You know what I mean? We can tell you like, hey, this is usually how I like my pictures taken. This is what you could do. You know what I mean?
I could be your cameraman.
Basically, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because like literally, I'm sure all of us at some point, we just like Braedon shared earlier, where literally you took your camera to school and whatever was around,
you took a picture
that was the thing that you shot. And you know, so
there was a time when that camera was attached to my hip, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't go anywhere without that motherfucker, you know? Me and Wendy would go to the mall, and I would take pictures of Tyson's Corner Mall, and I would get in trouble by the security guards. They'd be like, hey, bro, like, you got to put that shit away, bro.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy now? Because we live in a world now where that's like, because everyone has a phone now, like, it's basically
it's
like a
shit.
It's really surreal sometimes.
Well, I feel like what ruined that is like prank culture.
Yeah.
Like,
but I was literally just like,
no. That was that was just if you went to PG CPS. Like if you went to a school in PG County, like that was normal. And the DC Sniper, which was the DC
Sniper.
time.
Yeah. Oh.
So basically,
that was a hard time.
Not to go too off topic, but basically there was a time where there was I think it was like a father and son, or it was
DC Sniper. Yeah.
I don't think they were father and son.
It was just two.
But
It
they
was
had
just
a
two
father and son like relationship.
It was two. It was two guys, and they were going around like sniping people.
Yeah.
Like
to be like a war vet or something like that.
Yeah, like.
And the boy would hide in the trunk of the car.
Yeah.
And basically, like when you turn the key and like old
it's the
school
little
car,
hole, and they were shooting
where the gun was, and
they shot the school in.
Like,
I was paranoid as hell.
But they still had us going to school. Like nothing was like they was just like Benjamin Tasker just got shot, but y'all have fun at school. And it was just like, yo,
that's crazy. I didn't even think about that because like kindergarten, like that's when like 9/11 happened, or like first grade or something like
my
that.
Mom came and got me quick from school, bro.
Oh, I was in first grade.
Fuck,
wow.
I think kindergarten. I think I was in third grade.
Yeah,
I was in like third or fourth grade.
This was in '99 for me. I was like,
no, 9/11 was 2001.
Yeah,
2001 or '99. Oh.
I was in first grade.
If you in first, so I must have been third or fourth grade.
I wasn't in first grade. I know that.
I got held back, so.
Hey man,
I told you. No, not in kindergarten.
That's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
That's wild as shit.
No.
That was your ass being disrupted during that time.
I enjoyed it.
He got sassy.
I can just imagine that conversation. Like, sorry, we got to hold you something back. For what? Y'all just color all day.
Keeps honking.
Like, it's like, the kids are trying to sleep, and all you hear is a muffled honk, honk. But yeah, no, it was a weird time because literally, like,
But yeah,
somebody was playing Call of Duty, but we still had to go to school. Like nothing, just
niggas was playing real life Call of Duty.
Yeah,
in a residential neighborhood.
huh?
Homie should have just re-enlisted.
Hey man.
Well, no, but the wild shit, they didn't tell us, hey, don't go to school. They just taught us snake pattern.
Yeah, like what to do
Like,
if you
yeah.
hear
I'm talking about
gunshots.
the guy himself.
I know,
He
but-
should have re-enlisted.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't have fixed that problem, but like,
They killed him though. They executed
yeah,
him.
but it was just one of those things. They were like,
The cops?
Yeah, they finally
Well, yeah,
caught him.
they had
It was
government,
like they
'cause
caught
it
him
was
like in
a-
a parking lot. I think they was asleep or something in the car.
Yeah,
because after that happened,
arrested
they was
him
on
and
the
then
road.
He got like a lethal injection.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Fuck
yeah,
that
no,
nigga.
yeah, they
But
legit.
the kid is still alive. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a man now.
He's a man.
I think he's still in jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, literally, they told us, hey, if you feel like something's going on, just run in the S, and
Fuck yeah.
they can't.
They can't aim fast enough.
And we was just like,
Let's run in zigzags.
Bruh.
It was just like,
And like you got shot. I should have zigged when I should have I zagged when I should have zigged.
it was a wild time.
Yeah, it was a wild,
Yeah,
definitely a wild
but
time.
on some real shit though, like I mean, this is a very awkward thing to segue into. But follow your fucking dreams, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about shooting niggas, but like follow your dreams and shit, bro. Like if photography and videography is something that you think that you would be good at, and something like you said that you've always been interested in, but you were too shy to give it a shot.
We wouldn't be good friends if we
Fucking do it,
didn't.
bro. You
Yeah,
know
we
what I
wouldn't be
mean?
good friends if we didn't push you towards
like,
like
that's crazy.
doing what you need to do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like if you sat here and
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you sat here and told me that you wanted to make fucking sculpture art like that silver thing out of fucking forks and shit, I'd be a horrible friend to tell you to not give it a shot, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'd like to do
man.
something sometime.
Fuck
yeah.
One of these weekends.
yeah.
Definitely.
What are you doing tomorrow? Because I have a photo shoot planned.
Nothing.
Well, there's your opportunity.
Might as well join me, bro. You know what I mean?
I'll watch and learn.
No, I'm gonna give you a camera and you're gonna take like behind the scenes shots.
Yeah, because like with photography, what?
I'm photographing you, photographing someone else.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah, because like with photography, you're not really learning much. Well, just looking
by
at
sitting here
somebody.
standing.
Point and shooting.
Because if I
Yeah.
if I were to give
Camera settings and-
fuck
Yeah.
composition, saturation, vibrance.
'Cause,
This is
like,
all just
the
editing shit.
ISO.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Aperture,
Aperture.
shutter speed. Like
Yeah.
I can't teach you that by you
Yeah.
just standing and watching.
Because
me.
if you're just watching him and he just says all that, you're gonna be like,
bro, what?
Okay.
It's gonna sound like I'm speaking fucking German to
It
you.
took me a
bro.
long time to get it. I'm still, honestly,
no,
it's
it's-
still
no,
a
it's
daily
still-
thing that
yeah.
I'm learning, honestly.
Because again, right? So like I can have my camera set perfectly for this shot, right now. You know what I mean? Tomorrow morning, it could be gloomy, it could be sunny, it could be cloudy, whatever the fuck. I got to reset the whole thing again, you know? So I have to adapt. We can all speak on that. Like, you have to adapt to the new shit that's happening. Like, I could have a perfect shot right now. Tomorrow, oh man, I got to recalibrate the whole camera, bro.
Yeah.
And pray that work. Because if that don't work, I got to do it again.
I used to hate that, man.
Yeah.
I got to do it again. You know what I mean? So it's
that's
best,
how you get better.
Yeah, that's how you get better.
better.
So it's best for me to put a camera in your hand. You know what I mean? Give you a quick rundown, probably about an hour before the shoot, because the shoot tomorrow is at sunset. I'm gonna meet with my guy at like 7:25 in Old Town. You and I should meet at like 6.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I can be like, hey, well, again, the light is gonna be very different from the time I teach you, from the time that you shoot. But I can give you a base of like, all right, bro, like this is what, you know, this is what I do. This is what, like, if the sun is this way, I would shoot that way. You know, if the shadow's here, I would go here. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You just want me to take extra photos?
Yeah.
No, take the lead, bro. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I would just say, like,
And luckily, I have, my bad.
I would just say go into it with no expectation.
Yeah.
Like, just have fun, play around with stuff. If like, you seem like a very curious person. So if
Ask questions.
there's a mode that's like, hey, how does this work? Whatever. Because literally, you might have some really good shots, and you might have some shots where you're like, shit's blurry.
Yeah.
Shit, today, I still have blurry shots where I'm like, you know, but that's just the whole point of like, you just, it's a process.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
process,
it is.
bro. I fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm sure Braedon fucks up. You know?
I do. I'm not perfect at all.
You know?
Self-taught, but not perfect.
Yeah. Nah, bro.
Oh, no.
Nah, YouTube University,
That's why I did
bro.
this podcast to
Fuck
show that
yeah.
I'm not perfect
fuck
at
yeah.
all. Like,
YouTube University and Zach David Helmuth, man.
yeah.
You know?
I reached out to him too for some assistance like a while ago. We ended up linking up.
I'm sure he's very receiving, bro. Yeah.
No, he was. He told me everything that I need to know. But we actually ended up meeting up later on in life, like later on in my career. So it was pretty cool.
So imagine that, being a mentee and then being a peer.
Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this guy's got music videos with like some really awesome artists and shit. The nigga's going to Norway and shit. Got a couple of I know he has a couple of features with like Red Bull and Vans and shit. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, yeah, bro. Yeah. Like to be somebody taught by him, and then I can only imagine how that must feel for you to just be at work getting paid, and that nigga walk in and that's your coworker for the day.
Right.
Like, damn. You know, I've never been Zach's coworker.
Right.
I'm trying to be Zach's coworker. You know what I mean?
Right.
Zach will call me and be like, "Hey, Mike, you know, I got this shoot going on. I can't handle it, but it pays $1,500. Do you want it?" You know, but I've never been at work with him.
Yeah.
You know, so that I can only imagine how that feels. You know.
Yeah, like I think I was shooting a reality show and it was for it was about makeup artists and it happened to be at a video shoot. The makeup artist was doing, you know, the talents, makeup and everything, and he was the one shooting the music video. Yeah. And I was just like, dang. And I was just like, dang, this is my opportunity to show him like how good I really am now.
Yeah. How good I got.
And then he seen it. He seen when I posted it. I don't even think I tagged him in it originally, but he ended up finding it and he was just like, yo, you did this? I was just like, yeah. He was just like, good shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I was just like,
That's nah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Tomorrow I have a sunset photo shoot. It's a sports shoot. I have a Pinterest board of like some ideas and everything that my client wants to do. And like I said, he's a very receiving guy, bro. You know what I mean? So he's very open to beginners and shit. So I'm sure it's no issue. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he wants, like, just scroll up and down. He wants to shoot shit like this tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'll take some of the main shots, but I think it's something right up your alley, being that you work out and you know what I mean. You would want shots like that for your portfolio as well. So it'll be, I mean, it's gonna be fun, bro.
Yeah.
that was a question I actually was going to ask you. How did you get into fitness? Like working out and stuff.
Well, I just wrestled my whole life, and then I got tired of being the fat kid on the team, you know? And then I quit, and I just started bodybuilding.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't ever want to be a bodybuilder. I just liked lifting weights and suffering through chicken breasts and rice.
Hey man, gotta get the
Same,
macros in,
same.
bro. Gotta get those macros.
I didn't
in, bro.
find out about weightlifting until like my senior year in high school, and I was just like, "Damn, this is an actual class you could take."
Yeah.
I should have been doing
I
this.
didn't have a class. I just went to the gym.
Oh,
After
okay.
school.
Yeah, you was putting that work in.
It's like fuck homework.
He said, "Fuck that homework, bro." Hey, yo, these deadlifts though.
Yeah,
Yo, this bench press. Look at these squats, man. These squats ain't gonna do themselves, bro. Fuck yeah.
Wrap
this one up.
Yeah.
How much you bench, Mr. Douglas?
Mr. Douglas.
I don't remember my teacher's names like you did.
How much you bench?
Yeah.
But none of my teachers ever asked me how much I bench. I was skinny as shit in high school.
No,
Yeah.
I should have asked them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I think her name, Mrs. D. I had this ceramics teacher, and if I didn't pass her class, I wasn't gonna pass high school.
Damn.
I graduated with a 2.0, and I had a D in her class.
Had to get a C.
And she gave me a C for my piece of shit ceramics project.
Hey. Shout out that teacher.
Shout out to her,
She
man.
was,
Gotta get it done.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. Save niggas' lives.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Saving niggas' lives,
Same.
man.
Well, Braedon, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for
Oh no,
Hey,
for
man.
real.
gracing
Nah,
us,
thank
man.
you guys, for real.
Yeah, we.
This was always
Appreciate
good.
that.
Oh
Bro.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Like that, yeah. That's
All right.
just,
And
that's awesome, man.
before we go, let the people know what you got going on. Anything you want to plug or anything?
Oh man, so shout out to Justin Lee. That's actually a director that I'm working with right now on his film Turning Point.
Okay.
That's gonna be coming out probably soon. That's the film that I'm working on, like acting in and stuff. So
nice.
be on the lookout for
Nice.
that. And I mean, I'm still out here doing my thing, jumping on projects. I did a movie last year, I Wish I Never Met You. That's on Amazon Prime.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. nice.
I did another movie last summer too, but I
Doing
don't know if
so
that's
many,
coming. I
don't
don't know
even
if that's
remember.
coming out,
Oh,
but
man.
Doing so many, don't even remember all the
yeah, I
movies.
don't even remember. Yeah, that's
yeah.
on Amazon, Tubi, all of that. So
That's amazing, man. Shout out Braedon, bro.
Oh yeah, for
appreciate
sure.
it, man.
Hey, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning into yet another episode of Forsaken Pride, the realest podcast on earth. We talk about men's health, wellness, finances, and everything under the
And
sun.
we actually follow through with what we say. Like, we not just three dudes with mics.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just talking
What we
about-
No, yeah.
Because Vince was talking about
Practice
dreams
what
he
you
wanted to
preach.
do, and Vince is gonna start moving towards them dreams that he wants to
That's
do.
what it's
So,
about.
Tomorrow, count on it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
so
Shout out to Baron Von Braedon.
I don't know what
Whoever
that
that
is,
is.
who that
All
means.
right.
Like, what the fuck?
That's gonna go viral.
Hey, man, that's going to do something because I don't know what that means. Hey, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate the Goose Gang, man, for always riding with us, man, and supporting us and checking out these videos and listening to the podcast. I've been your host, Mike Austin, with Justin Toon, Vince Morrell, and Braedon Jenkins, man. Goose Gang, out.